talking about the Hyperion.
Oh, the Hyperion. Welcome to the Irrelevant Podcast, everyone. Episode 78, I believe, or 77.
The Adonis thing's just a pull down and row. It's only one cable.
Yeah, no. So they make one. Keep looking. Are you on the site?
Oh yeah. The dual Adonis.
Yeah, that
storage.
thing.
Those are still super wide.
I don't think it's that bad though. Like I looked at the measurements.
I mean, I'm a snob and like the ones that come into the middle. So
Let me look here. Hold on. I know I was like looking at the dimensions and then I measured it off and I was like, that's not that bad. If I can find it.
yeah, it's not terrible. The cables are long enough.
Right. Yeah. So then you get 2 lat towers and like, to me, with you having people moving through there, you don't have to like wait on anything. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can turn any cable machine into a lat pull down.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong, but this also
No,
will,
because I use it all the time.
this will save me on dumbbell storage too. So I don't have to have 2 dumbbell racks. So now
I
I
didn't
can
just get the Hyperion then because it's got the dumbbell storage in between with a rack in the middle.
I don't know which one you're talking. I gotta look at that.
Like the middle is your lat
Ooh.
pull down with a row and a squat rack, and then you have the storages, and then you have the cables on the outside.
That's pretty cool, but I just feel like if you had a lot of people working at one time, it's gonna get cluttered in there.
Yeah, you know what I don't like? A lot of people working at one time.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, like, if I have people in the gym, I don't know. It just seems like it's gonna get cluttered.
No, that's fair. I don't know how you guys do these groups of kids. Like I've been training 3 of them for the powerlifting team, and that's enough.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think it goes pretty smoothly. But I've got 3 racks, so I mean,
Well, like, so I train this. The one girl is 5'3", and the 2 guys are like 5'10", 5'11". So it's like I need 2 racks for anything to move smoothly. And then like we didn't have enough chains to set them both up with chains, so it's like I'm switching chains back and forth last night between sets, and
that is tough. Yeah, I ran into that problem too. But luckily, I had enough girls that were all about the same height that could train together, and then I had enough guys that were relatively the same height that could train together. So
let's put it this way: I now understand why Ziegler keeps it so simple.
Yeah. Well, I don't disagree with that. Yeah, as far as like, okay, what can we do with the amount of people? Because he's got like 35 kids rolling through there. It seems like at a time. That's.
I had a kid yesterday hit 0.15 at 27 inches. 3 hurdles.
I can one up you, but that's awesome. I'm not gonna one up you.
Let's hear it.
I had a kid do
someone to get
30 inches at 139.
That's good.
I was like
1.8 or 1.7.
I was blown away. I was like, holy cow. But he's also, again, this is the kid that jumped on the 62-inch box. So
checks out.
Springy motherfricker.
Yeah. I made these poor powerlifting kids because they didn't fill out their workouts. That's what their punishment was.
Oh, I don't know. I'm scared.
Well, because I made it to, I told them, I go, look, guys, one of you fails, we all fail. So everyone's got to pay. Even though they all fucked up the first time, right? So I flipped a coin. Heads was 750 yards of prowler pushes, which was 325 yards on the low bar, 325 yards on the shoulder pad. And the other one was going to be 750 reverse hypers.
Oh, I would have taken the hypers. In a heartbeat, I would have taken the hypers.
Well, I flipped a coin. They didn't get to choose.
God, please be hypers.
Nope, they had to do the prowler pushes.
I would have thrown up.
One kid did throw up, and then he had to keep going. That was amazing. Team building, bro. That's how you build a team.
That's great.
There's not better camaraderie than suffering.
No, there's not. I don't disagree with that. I'm trying to get my internet set up with the new building.
They double, triple checked last night that they all logged their workouts too.
Jeez.
These are the kids that want to go to nationals for the team. I'm like, all right, well,
this is what it takes.
You guys have got to set the standards. So this is what's happening.
Yeah, I like that.
I also told them for every minute they're late, they owe me 5 minutes of sled drags with their body weight on the sled.
I did that too. Yep, I started doing that too. Got sick and tired.
Never late anymore.
Yeah, I got sick and tired of kids walking in, and we were already through our warm up, and I'm like, okay, well, guess what? Yours just basically tripled. So have fun. So.
Yeah, no, I told them they have to do the sled drags at the end.
That's a good one too. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I guess if you take my time, I'll take yours. That's smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, and you're gonna pay me back with something heinous.
Little sweat equity
Like
for
I've
sure.
never dragged the sled with my body weight on it. That sounds awful.
It's terrible. I do it
Especially
for
for 5 minutes for every minute you're late. That could get real spendy.
yeah. I've done it for like max effort, but like for like 60 feet at a time, nothing more than that. So
You need to get those sandbags, bro.
I'm working on it. The list is getting bigger and bigger. Unfortunately, these racks weren't supposed to be on the list, and now they just magically got their way to the top. Because I just woke up one day and I was ready to unify what my racks looked like. Because I think it'll match my paint job on the inside too, which I think will look really cool. But
Did you get black racks? What color did you get?
got black. Yeah.
Everything all black, everything.
Yeah. It was so funny. So I have this client who brought her, she had to bring one of her grandchildren with her just to work out so she could get her lift in. And the girl she's 7. And we had painted it. And then she saw pictures of it. And she was like, do you just like that song? I like to paint it black. Is that why you painted everything black? Is that your favorite song? And I was like, no, not my favorite
Yes,
song.
because of the Rolling Stones.
But definitely a really good
Exactly.
thought. Good for you. Like a 7-year-old talking about the Rolling Stones. I was like, that's really neat. So she was fun.
They're still on tour, if you can believe that.
That is, I saw
here this year.
that. I saw that. I'm like, what the how? How are they even standing up? They got to be in their
Drugs,
almost 80s, right?
for sure. I mean, I just saw Santana last week, and he was 76. So
Dude, that guy. Can he still just get it or what?
yeah, he can rip the guitar like nobody's business.
Let's see. The Rolling, they got to be in their 80s.
Type in Mick Jagger.
Oh,
The
I
crazy
know.
part is Keith Richards is still alive.
Mick Jagger is 81. Wow.
Crushing it.
Keith Richards is now 80.
The fact that Keith Richards is still alive after all the drugs he's done.
Incredible. Ronnie
tells you
Wood.
You just need to do more drugs.
Ronnie Wood, 77. Charlie
Lied to us in
Watts.
school with that DARE program.
Rest in peace, Charlie Watts.
Who the fuck is that?
He's the drummer.
Well, you can find more of those. They don't sing.
Yeah.
Is the drummer from Def Leppard still rocking with his fucking one arm?
Good
Talk about
question.
impressive. That
Good
is impressive. How do you
that
play
is-
the drums with one arm?
Has to be the greatest feat of musical talent I've ever heard of in my entire life.
He's been doing it our entire life too.
Dude, what is his name? Oh, I can't find his name.
Starts with a B, I think his last name does.
Let's see. When did their first album come out?
Maybe it's his first. Is it Bond something? I think it's Bond. Maybe.
I couldn't tell you. Dude, they're still on tour.
Def Leppard is?
Yeah, holy crap.
Amazing.
Upcoming tour dates. Yeah, Wednesday, August the 7th at
You
City
want to hear
Field.
something even crazier? The girl that I train, she's 19, right? And her favorite band is Def Leppard.
I would say of the hair bands, they're probably my favorite.
Oh, hands down.
I mean, yeah, there's not very
Eternal
many
stripper music forever.
better.
Them and Nickelback. Everyone makes fun of Nickelback, but it's like this is the best stripper music there is.
Rick Allen is his name.
Rick Allen. That was way off.
He joined Def Leppard at the age of 15, right before the band signed their record contract. He lost his left arm in a car accident in 1984, but this didn't stop him from being a drummer.
Yeah, he was driving something stupid fast and wrecked it, I think.
A better drummer than he was when he had 2 arms, as said by Joe Elliott. In 1986, the drum kit was completely electronic, but since 1995, some parts are acoustic again, depending on his studio or live setting. That is
Crazy.
unbelievable. Have you ever seen the one that he did live that was like a drum battle against?
No.
I was like against someone else. I can't remember, but yeah, him, one arm just like.
Dude, I can't even play with both arms and both feet, so I
Yeah.
can't. Like how they have the rhythm to match feet to do one thing, arms like I don't
Incredible.
even.
It's just
That
incredible.
guy's got some strong tibialises.
Dude, anybody that can do like a double bass and make them kick that fast and make them sound that good, like when they like any kind of metal song where they're just getting after it on the double bass, that's so crazy to me.
Also, if you want better ground contact time, get a tib raise machine.
I don't disagree with you.
Mine's improved already just from that.
Just doing a few sets and reps.
Well, if you want to call going to failure and doing 6 sets at a time, a few sets and reps, yeah, sure.
You're just like, screw this weakness. I'm just putting it into the ground.
All my accessories are 6 sets to failure, basically. Well, the last 2 are to failure, but
You're still in your get big boy phase though, yeah?
Dude, it's crazy having these 15-day microcycles. I
Well,
progressed so fast on the accessories, it's not even funny.
just because you think of the ample amount of rest time, or is there more workload that you're putting in?
I mean, I don't think the workload's any greater, but like because I have 15 days between when I do it, like I normally, I add reps every time, right?
Sure.
This last accessory one, I added reps and an extra 15 pounds to every exercise almost. I was like, what the fuck is this?
You think that's just the adaptation that's taking place in that amount of
I,
time? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That makes sense though. I mean, because you just if you're going to failure, I guess, and you're giving yourself ample amount of time to recover, it has to be able to almost a huge super compensation effect, right?
Well, it's just adaptations take time, right? And I'm
Right.
now giving it enough time to actually adapt.
So it's like, holy cow, I'm not in the hole anymore.
Like I did the fucking those single arm tricep extensions, the lengthened ones that Kaz has. Like the first time I did it, horrible, so hard. Second time, kind of difficult. Third
Yeah.
time I'm adding weight. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
That's cool. That's great. I'm experimenting. I wrote some new programs this weekend based on some single arm variations, and that was one of them that I threw in for a tricep exercise for somebody that's been with me a while. And they sent me a message, and they're like, "What the hell is this?" I was like, "Hello, tricep. That's what this is." And he's like, "Dude,
Dude,
those."
it gets that lengthened long head so good.
Oh man,
I've never felt it in my armpit so bad.
no, it feels like it's ripping right there. I'm like, "Holy cow!"
Well, and
Yeah.
that's where my left arm would dislocate. So it's always been that was fun getting in that position.
Oh, make you a little nervous to start.
Yeah, to say the least.
But yeah, he was like, "Dude, that was I've never felt my triceps like that before." I was like, "Yeah, it's a killer setup." So.
Also, my knees don't hurt doing the moving events anymore.
Oh, really?
Into this fucking program. Yeah.
I'm ready
I still feel them. Like I was cruising with the sandbag the other day, and then like the second set, I'm like, man, one misstep.
I thought you were moving pretty well. I was like, he's moving that puppy.
That one was way slower than the first one.
Really? And I thought that one was moving really quick. I was like, dang, dude, he's scooting on that puppy.
I was going fast enough on those sandbag carries that my hamstring started to feel it. I was like, oh, geez.
I talked to that guy last night, Tyler, who's strength coach up the road from me, which was so a huge breath of fresh air talking to somebody about strength and conditioning in this area. And he was talking about strongman variations too, and how he loves strongman variations and carries and overhead press and log and sandbags and all that stuff. He's like, I don't know how you can make.
Speaking of rep, you should buy the yoke that they have.
I've looked at it. Yeah.
You can do pushes. You can do yoke carries. You can do squats. You can do.
I have to look that up. I looked at it the other day.
A million different things.
It's not as good as, or is it the Oculus or whatever it is? Oxylus? That thing looks sick.
No, I don't know, but
it looks sick.
I mean, the variability of it was crazy. I thought I was like, dude, well, this is fucking kind of cool.
What's crazy about it is you could put J hooks and spotter arms on it and just put it into a squat rack too.
Right, like because you can take the horns off.
Yeah,
but it has the sleds on the bottom of it too to push it, and it's got an attachment for you to push it.
Yeah. Where's the attachment? That looks cool though.
Click on the thing and it'll show you all the
carry attachment. Oh, that's sick.
Carries and pushes.
Dang, dude. And you can just load this bitch up, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
What's the weight rating on this thing? I'm curious.
What's it weigh empty? Is
230. 230 pounds.
230 empty? That's empty. Heavier than the Rogue one.
Yeah. Dang, man. This thing looks sick. Okay. They just keep making strength equipment. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's 1,400 for all the attachments.
That's not bad.
You get it 92 inches tall.
Yeah, I'll just turn it into another squat rack while it's sitting there.
Good, yeah.
Put it at the end of the turf and just here's a squat rack, guys, if you need an extra one.
Right.
Yeah, that's
yeah, those push handles, those look pretty sweet. And there's farmer's carry handles in it as well. Like you could just get.
Is there really?
And
oh yeah, there is. Wow. Yeah, like you just pick it right up. It's just like a trap bar handle almost.
Yeah, I don't think I would push it from the inside like that guy is in the picture, but
no, I would go the other way for sure.
And you could put those fuckers. You could almost put them to the bottom, so you get pretty low.
It'd be as low as a Prowler would be.
Almost.
It's got to be close.
Bolts,
yeah.
See where the bolts where the arms are though, or the bottom part is. So you can't go all the way to the bottom.
Right.
You can go.
You're gonna get pretty close.
Stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially if you make them push on the straight bar instead of the
Dude,
handles.
this was a brilliant idea by them. That's super smart.
Well, like their trap bar you can carry too with it's
Yep.
got a knurling on it, so you can do like fucking yoke carries almost.
Yeah. You flip it over. Yeah, the one that flips up or whatever. Yeah, I've seen that
That's
one.
what I was making my nephew do that for a while.
Oh, I bet he loved that. The open trap bar, is that the one you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing's pretty cool.
Dude, you know
Yeah.
what I want to buy? And I don't even need a reason to, but I want one of those West Side barbells from Rogue.
West Side barbells? Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
I don't know what's
I
special about it, but it looks cool.
I should not have looked at the standing hamstring curl machine and the inverse
You don't need
curl.
the standing hamstring curl.
It's so cool though.
It's not. It's fucking dumb in my opinion.
It's so cool.
Like if you have a seated one and you have, or like if you have the inverse leg curl and then you have a prone leg machine, there's no need to get a standing one. Like you're hitting both ends of the fucking
Come
hamstring. Why do you need
on!
one in the middle?
But it's
Like,
it's easy to load.
and it's one leg at a time, so it's really inefficient.
Yeah, you could also just get a rack attachment that would do the same thing for a lot less if you really wanted
Yeah,
to.
we have one of those at the gym. I just like I don't like it because like the problem with hamstrings is you need to stabilize the hips,
Right.
right? So like the inverse leg curl, well, your hips are stabilized because your glutes should be contracted the whole time.
Right.
And then the prone one, the seated one is the best one.
Right.
Like if you want to grow hamstrings, that fucking thing. And I don't know that hamstrings actually ever grow because mine still feel weak as fuck. So
I'm the same way. I'm like, how do I get these things to not feel like they're gonna fall off every time I do something?
it hurts so bad.
All the time. Dude, yeah, this Rogue West Side bar is sick.
Yeah. I don't know what's special about it, but it looks cool. I
Mm,
think it's got super aggressive knurling, which I'm a big fan of.
it's just a power bar. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what the
Oh, maybe
knurling.
that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll buy one for these kids that I train for nationals. Be like, all right,
Power,
guys, you get your own bar to use.
neural powerlifting. It's powerlifting neural.
Yeah, it just means the rings are powerlifting rings. believe.
Our signature power neural is machined in a pattern that is deep and coarse, providing an ideal surface for heavy pulls without being sharp or abrasive.
I want it to be sharp and abrasive, though. You know who makes like some of the nicest bars? Buki.
Yeah. Well, they're also usually $150 more.
Well worth it.
I've never
The
used
knurling
one.
they have is fucking incredible. You should get a Cadillac bar.
I've seen that one. It looks pretty cool.
See, I haven't used it a lot, but the little bit I have played with it, it's really nice.
I would like to get one of the Rogue West Side bench, just dedicated bench platforms too,
Yeah, those are fun.
just to have. I
So you
think
get
it'd
the
be
power
cool.
lifter. We need a combo rack.
What?
Power lifters, they always want to use a fucking combo rack.
Oh, yeah. Whatever.
They're like the biggest princesses in the world.
Big weenies. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, facts. I'm not kidding at all. You guys are pussies.
Dude, their camber bars look so cool too, by the way, Rogues.
Which is that the one I have at the gym? The
The
fucking
bow
spider
bar?
bar?
No, it's a bow.
Oh, the
Just
CBD is that what they call it, or CDB or whatever?
CB4, yeah. Rogue stuff just always looks so clean because of that black. Like it just looks so good.
You should get the inverse leg curl though.
$3,000, dude. Three free.
Well worth every penny. If you
I
want
know.
freaks.
And kids are really bad at obviously like doing GHDs and
Oh,
Nordics.
Rogue makes a thing with pulleys now too, like Rep does.
Yeah, I think that's why
FM6 functional trainer.
they basically are just going back and forth with each other right now. Yeah,
And the pulleys that Rogue has are really nice too. Oh wow.
they're super nice.
Why does everyone pick red for their gym equipment? What is that about, I wonder?
I think that's just Rogue color.
No, but like so many gyms have red.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
guess
feel
I
like
just
that's
don't
like the
notice.
most common color.
It stands out. I mean, it's bright.
I'm gonna have a real hard time when I have mine not just talking to Nate and getting all my shit customized.
All these old bands are still touring. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Teeks. I didn't see your message. What's up, dude? We were looking at the internet stuff. My bad. Here, let me put this in a separate window so I can still see that. My bad. So I can still shop and look at what the stream's doing at the same time.
Oh yeah, there is a stream, isn't there?
Yeah, I forgot.
Dude, the Rogue CB4 looks just like the Duffalo bar.
Yeah, But I'm just saying it looks cool. Like that black looks really good. I'm trying to figure out. I need to get some. I'm trying to get wall mounts for my bars to also create some more space. Because I'm tired of
put on the wall.
Because I'm tired of the weight trees that I have that hold the bars and stand up in the middle of the room, and it just looks weird to me. I don't know. I
I feel
like
that's pretty standard procedure, bro.
It is, but I just like having open floor. Like I like the floor looking like it's wide open. I don't know. I'm just a weirdo. It's more of an aesthetic thing than it is anything else. My wife's like, I think you're just being nitpicky at this point. I'm like, yeah, I am.
Sounds like it.
I want it to be what I want it to be, dang it.
You have your ghost today? Speaking
I do.
of ghost, send me some goddamn cereal, ghost.
Did you like their cereal?
I mean, I'm not a Lucky Charms fan, but it was decent.
Have you had the peanut butter one? That's the one you need to try.
No, it was fucking sold out.
Dude, how expensive is that cereal though? Isn't that crazy?
Do you want to know how much 2 bowls of cereal cost me?
Whatever, the $4 each, probably.
Try $16 for 2 bowls of cereal with the Fairlife.
Oh my god. Oh no. It's not worth it.
And anyone who put on that survey that they thought it would be 4 fucking servings, you guys are delusional as fuck.
Oh dang, these Rogue golf hats look cool.
I don't even know if I can make one of the fucking like family size boxes of cereal last 4 servings.
No, there's not very much in there.
The family size ones are decent, but
We don't even have those. Like they're not. They don't make them big enough.
they don't
around
cater
here.
to fatties down there.
No, no, no.
The best thing ever is the resealable bag of Cocoa Puffs because it gives you 900 grams of Cocoa Puffs or
Good.
Rice Krispies.
Good lord.
And it's a resealable bag. I'm like, you guys finally figured it out.
That's
What the
incredible.
fuck took so long?
Well done.
Like, why isn't every cereal bag in the box resealable?
Dude, don't get me started. We don't even use it. We just use the little thingies. We just pour them out into little containers. I don't even
yeah.
mess. Huh?
That's fair.
I don't mess with them. Yeah, I hate.
But you know,
that.
like the big value bags of cereal.
Yes.
So I was gonna get the cheap store bought one one time, and then I saw that they had actual Cocoa Krispies, and then I saw it was a resealable bag, and I'm like, this is the best thing ever.
It's way better. Yeah, makes complete sense too.
It's like 700 or 900 grams. I was like, that's like a week's worth of cereal for me. Perfect.
It's incredible. It's a week's worth of cereal. Oh man, I got this girl to switch from chocolate milk to Fairlife, so that was a big win. She's like,
you're poisoning her with microplastics.
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
I had someone tell me that the other day. We're not supposed to drink these. They have the most microplastics. And I was like, whatever.
Someone said the same thing to me. They're like, isn't that stuff bad for you? Isn't it like destroying your gut health? And I'm like, I have no idea. It tastes delicious and it gives me a ton of protein. Shut up. Without all the sugar. Because she was drinking a ton of chocolate milk and then just a ton of sugar in that. And I'm just like, well, this is probably a better option. And she switched to that.
I would agree.
Way better.
If we were going to worry about all the stuff that has toxic stuff in it, then we should probably
Stop
not wear any
anything.
clothes, not fucking do it. Like, don't use lotion. Like, what are you guys talking about?
She had the 42 gram one and she's like, that thing tastes amazing. It tastes just like chocolate milk. I was like,
yeah. It's kind of impressive, isn't it?
She's like, how do they do that? I'm like, it's some kind of filtration.
Filtered.
Yeah, you got to go look it up. I don't know. I don't know how it works. They're weirdos. Science.
And I played with the Torque Tank yesterday for the first time. You ever use one of those?
Torque Tank? I don't think so.
Fucking way harder than I thought it was going to be.
I'm Googling it right now. Torque Tank. Oh, that big ass sled thing.
Dude, the resistance on that is no joke.
Really?
And it gets harder the faster you try to push it.
That's tough.
Like, I put it all the way up, and on the way back, I was just pushing it on 2 wheels because I was pushing the back so hard. And then, like, today, the middle of my back is sore. I'm like, oh, interesting.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah.
Have you?
Only one pass down and back.
So, yeah, you can, like, it's the one that's got the lever where you can just adjust the amount of...
So it has different settings of, like, resistance levels, and then it has a setting on how much it gets harder.
Oh.
So, like, you can put it in neutral and not have it get harder at all, or you can put it all the way up to level 3 and have it get hard as fuck.
$800 for this thing? Holy moly!
Probably worth it.
It might be. It's got to be better than his Prowler, right?
Mm, I mean,
As
that
far as
position on the
money,
Prowler is like the worst thing in the world, though.
that
Those
low
low bars on the
position.
Prowler.
Oh my, dude, my kids hate it. I'm like, well, if they hate it, I'm doing more of it.
The one kid texted the group chat this morning. He's like, I don't think I've ever been this sore in my entire life. This was after they did squat day.
Well, yeah, if you make them do 750 yards of that thing, oh my god.
The one kid, while he was in Vegas, showed his friend the West Side versus the World documentary, and he got all hyped up. He's like, I want to do powerlifting. You want to take me through a workout? He took him through the squat workout, and they were doing, I think it was brief maximal tension for the first thing. Then he pulls out the box to do the auxiliary work, and the kid's face just like, we're squatting more.
He's like, what are we doing?
And then he left after doing that. He didn't even do the accessories.
He was over it, huh?
You know.
That's so funny. Holy cow, that's funny.
These kids don't know what work is, you know?
Oh god. Nothing inside me wanted to do a workout today, but I did it. I got it done.
I kind of miss doing early in the morning, but I'm really trying to stick to this whole not stepping over dollars to get pennies thing.
I don't miss not working out in the morning.
I do. But it is way better when I start with a workout.
I just don't. There's no possible way where I will ever want to lift in the evening after the days I go through. There's just no way. Like I just can't.
My last 2 workouts I've had to do back to back. So last Friday I started at 11:30. Guess what time I got done?
2 a.m. Oh God, 3:30 a.m.
No, what? I started at 11:30 in the morning.
Oh, I thought you said at night. Oh, okay. Probably got done at like 3 in the afternoon.
I think it was 4 or 5.
Yeah. Good God.
I had a 45-minute break to eat in between.
Somebody help this man.
My first workout takes 2 hours minimum.
Somebody get their mans. Somebody get their mans.
And the second one is 80 minutes or so.
God dang, dude. That's nuts.
And it's like by the time I recover from the first one, or like, so the other day when I did the sandbags, I had to do them back to back again. And I was like, oh, that's a pretty good workout. I don't feel too bad. And like my nervous system calmed down. And I was just like, oh, fuck. I was like, this sucks.
Never mind.
Like my hips were wrecked. Like it was terrible. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. Never mind.
And then my accessories were all legs. I had hip flexion on the multi-hip. I had adductor leg press. I had seated leg curls, and then fucking calves.
Well, just waddle your ass out of there. That's all you got to do.
I've never done so much lower leg accessory work in my entire life.
I bet.
I have 3 calf variations, and then those tibialis raises.
Yeah, the tibialis, dude, they hit you fast too. When you start doing those things, and then like
I started doing a pails and rails with that thing, where you just load the piss out of it, and you can't get out of dorsiflexion.
Yeah.
Oh my sweet Jesus.
Yeah, I bet.
I don't think I've ever felt anything like that.
Oh my goodness.
Like I thought that half kneeling knee flexion one got your ankle pretty well.
Nope.
And like, yeah, maybe if you don't train ankles at all, but that dorsiflexion on that tib raise.
Hello.
Holy fuck, dude. The front of my, like, all that tendon and all that stuff in there was just wrecked.
You just need to do ENGs like that.
I mean, I basically do eat.
Yeah, because you're just letting it go by the time it's there.
Yeah, I mean, the slow eccentrics I do on everything are just basically EMGs.
Yeah.
And when I got to that part of FRC, I'm like, well, this is stupid. I do this shit constantly anyways.
Right. What's the point? Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're progressing somebody from not doing anything.
Right. But like, yeah, the amount of volume and work that you're giving that area is probably just beating a dead horse.
I don't know that I need. Yeah. So lift offs and holds, and you know.
Rogue's 45 hyper machine looks pretty cool. You can kind of do obliques with it a little bit better. It looks like.
Do what?
Their 45 hyper extension.
Their hip extension machine.
Yeah, looks
just call it what it is. God damn it.
Yeah, it's just what I call it. Sorry.
I know, but everyone calls it a hyperextension. I'm like, it doesn't hyperextend shit unless you're doing it wrong.
Well, that's what. Yeah, I'm like, why are we calling this machine the wrong way to do this machine?
Because nobody knew it was for hip extension.
Oh man, so funny to me. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Nobody does that right at all. They're like, "Oh, I feel it in my back." I'm like, "Yeah, well, stop.
Stop it.
It's not right."
You know, Rogue does not make a lying hamstring machine. I thought that was kind of shocking.
Yeah, they don't make a seated one either.
No.
They don't make a lot of machines. The
Titan
only machines
makes
they make are fucking the West Side ones.
Titan makes any freaking possible plate loaded variation you could ever want, but it's like
Because in the Chinese culture, it's like a fucking good thing to copy shit. You ever seen that documentary?
no. Which one?
This this art gallery in New York got duped into buying all these fakes,
Oh no.
and come to find out it was this Chinese person that was making them. And like in Chinese culture, it's like paying homage to the original person by copying them. It's not like not
Right.
like plagiarism like we think of it.
Right.
And they got so good at it that these people couldn't tell that they were fakes for the longest time.
Oh no.
It was like
Oh
an art
no.
broker, and yeah, it was like one of the longest standing ones in New York, and they just kind of went under after that.
Oh boy.
Oopsies.
Whoops. Oopsies.
Yeah.
Oh man. Like some of these machines look
You
pretty
know what you
decent.
need is, do you have any Echo bikes? That's what you need.
I'm still looking for one. Leave me alone.
Those, just get a new one. They're cheap enough.
No, they're not. Oh my god.
$800 is so cheap for a
No,
cardio
they're-
piece of equipment.
They're 1,000 after shipping.
Oh,
Oh.
still cheap.
I find them on Marketplace and they usually end up like going before I can even say, hey, is this available?
Especially when the Assault Bike Elite is $1,500 for what? Nothing,
Yeah.
just a
I
brand.
I don't understand. I hate that their stuff is so expensive. It drives me nuts. But whatever.
Hey, dude, you get a refurbished Echo bike for $600.
Yeah, I wonder if that would be worth the money. I'm sure it would be, right?
Probably.
I don't feel like it wouldn't be.
I mean, I don't know. Those Echo bikes are fucking brutal. You think those are expensive, dude? Just go look at some stair mills.
Oh god, yeah. Someone asked me the other day, they're like, can we get one of those? I'm like, you gonna shell out the cash for that thing? Because I think that's a waste of freaking money, but whatever.
The one at our gym was donated to us by somebody.
Yeah, I'm not ever buying one unless it's something.
And it's
like
broken
that.
more than any other piece of cardio equipment we've had.
Oh god. I got this thing yesterday. It's for free. It's called a cardio wave. Have you seen those things? A techno cardio wave. Google it. You should Google it. It's interesting.
Sounds dumb as shit. Like just like the same. Whoever put fucking shake plate on your goddamn
Shauna, freaking Shauna.
What are you gonna do with the shake plate?
Oh, dude, don't raise this debate. I've explained why they don't work 7 million times, and I'm not trying anymore. Because
the biggest crock of horse shit in the world. It's
Thank
literally
you.
the new version of
Thank
the
you.
old fucking standing vibrating machines that they'd wrap around your waist and
Yes.
shake the fat away.
Thank you, Shauna. I'm clipping this and sending it to you, dude.
Why,
Don't,
like,
I'm not.
what are we gonna do? What would you do with that? When I was at Gold's, the GM tried to tell me we should get one. He's like, well, they're doing training with athletes on it, and it's helping rehab their ACLs. I'm like, get out of here.
It
Like,
resets your.
stop it.
It
Stop
resets
it right
your.
now.
It resets your lymphatic system. I'm like, no, it doesn't. It does
Dude,
not.
we had ones that they gave us with our massage chairs at Gold's, and we would have people come in and just stand on those vibrating things and leave.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it all the time. When I was in Florida and we went to the Golds to just like train for a day, there was like a line and like people were like taking turns getting into that thing. I'm like, what are you idiots doing? You're not an idiot, Shauna. You're just misinformed. I love you to death. You're just misinformed. TikTok.
I don't know who you are, but anyone who told you to
That's-
get a shake plate,
That's Bill's wife.
Bill, you need to have a serious talk with your wife.
It's TikTok, dude. TikTok are torturing these people.
Get off the communist TikTok.
Yes. Yeah, it's just.
Jeez. Shake plate. I
Hold
couldn't
on.
believe that.
I'm going to listen to what Coop says about this hack squat. Hold on.
Trainer, although it's upper
What hack
body
squat?
focused, I think you can get some lower
Titans hack
type of
squat.
training. Who I'd recommend it. I will say for this type of machine.
For this type of
this is
machine.
about the price
Probably
you're looking
trash.
at for it, but
Well, they're on sale right now for very cheap.
Yeah,
so,
there's a reason for that.
yeah. But hey, if it will make
Our gym
people.
owner bought a cheap pendulum squat and it already bent.
Oh no.
He doesn't think it's from only loading one side, but I'm like, I don't know, man. I've watched somebody load the outside horn only, and it twisted so that instead of tracking straight up and down, it goes at a nice.
Yeah. Well, someone
You blow the
there,
outside horn with how long that fulcrum or that moment arm is on the fulcrum.
it's gonna, yeah.
I would think it would twist.
Someone said the other day, they're like, why don't you get a leverage squat too? And I'm like, no.
It's a leverage squat.
It's just like those, you remember those old squat machines where you put the pads on your shoulders and you selected the pin that you wanted to put it on and you did your squat with, but they're like at an angle kind of. So,
Garbage.
yeah, I think it's a waste of time. I think you
Save
could.
your pennies and get the Atlantis hack squat leg press combo.
Oh God, let's just look that up.
You know, it's $8,000.
Atlantis hack squat price.
Well, it's not just the hack squat; it's the leg press combo.
The PW 412.
Let me see.
That doesn't look right. What? No, that can't be it.
That's what I'm saying. Like
10
the
grand.
Kaz one is
Guys.
a special one. 10 grand now.
This thing is. I don't know if it's the right one.
The PW 412. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the right one. That would be correct.
All right,
Oh, man, we lucked out getting it for 8 when it first came out.
let's do a fundraiser, guys.
That thing is still fucking amazing, though. Literally the best piece of leg equipment, as you know.
It's looks like it's easy to transition too to a leg press because you just flip that little piece out.
Yeah, you just pull the backrest up, and it has 7 adjustments for hip flexion.
That's so cool.
And then the platform goes all the way from being on a wedge to flat to the opposite way. Which I don't know what you use the opposite way for, but
I have no idea where I would put this in my gym though.
it's got a big footprint.
It has a huge footprint. But yeah, I
No
mean,
better quad machine. Well, there is the Predator pendulum squat, which is only 3,800, I think. So if you wanted to get that instead,
we got to look it up.
Predator pendulum.
Oh my lord! Is that the Elite FTS one? No.
No, it's Predator strength. The pendulum squat 4.0 KH means Chasm Hansen.
Subtle, very subtle.
Well, they don't even put a price on it, but I think it's like $4,000.
Jeez.
That thing will absolutely destroy you.
Hmm. Yeah, that looks miserable.
You can band it, reverse band it. You can. The
You
plate
guys-
moves back and forth and tilts.
Do you know what glute machine you guys got? The one that we use? What is that thing? Do you know what brand that is?
Glute bridge,
Yeah, that glute bridge machine. I'd like to get one of those.
the Arsenal one.
It's the Arsenal one. Okay.
Yeah, that's one of their better pieces.
I was looking at them the other day.
The glute bridge and the tricep push down machine that they make are both really good.
Right.
As far as the rest of the pieces,
Arsenal strength. Let's look it up.
for a lot of their pieces, you can get Dynamic. I think is the name of the company. It's the original manufacturers for Arsenal. Just started making their own shit.
Mm-hmm. The Reloaded series, the M1 series.
You want the reloaded glute bridge.
Let's look it up. Holy.
But Dynamic Fitness and Strength, you can get your shit all customized, and they make almost all the exact same.
That'd be cool. I need to get some EAP vinyl and just put it on my racks whenever they get in there.
Like, go look at the Dynamic Strength belt squat. It looks just like the ATP.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that glute bridge looks sick. I love that they don't put any prices on any of this stuff.
Get a hold of Gus, and he'll help you out.
Hey, Gus, I need one of these.
These Dynamic people make the tricep push down.
Where's that
But
one?
the head and neck isolator thing that this Dynamic company makes.
Oh, dang. Arsenal has their own like inverse curl, it looks like.
Yeah, they've taken a lot of Louis stuff. So
That's
does
nice.
this Dynamic company has an iconic inverse leg curl. It's funny that they call it iconic.
Oh, that tricep kickback machine. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah, that one's pretty sweet.
really good for shortened position tricep work.
Yeah. Yeah, that thing's brutal. See, Titan makes one of those too, and I'm just like, doesn't look like it's worth it. Although I saw one super cheap on Marketplace the other day, so I was like, maybe I'll just get that so people can feel good about themselves and their triceps. Give us another shortened position variation we can use from time to time.
superset it with the cables behind your head and it's lengthened, and then you're fucked.
Yeah. Your triceps will be screaming a little.
I crushed those poor kids with that last night.
Hey, it'll make your triceps feel jacked though.
What you should buy is one of the dead load setups that the gym made. That
Oh,
thing is
yeah?
so crazy.
Yeah.
And when we get 2 of them and you can put it on a barbell, that thing's gonna hit like a fucking freight train. It's like weight releasers. You don't take the weight releaser off.
Really? Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, because the moment arm goes parallel when you're at the bottom. Comes up when you go up, but it never comes off the bar.
Oh, good night.
You want to talk about some lengthened lat pull downs? I
Just-
do those fucking iliac ones over the head with that thing.
Just screaming at you.
I get like maybe 50 pounds. I'm lucky.
Yeah,
It feels like it's gonna tear my lat off.
that's what I was wondering. Like, how bad does that feel in the lengthened position?
It's pretty bad.
It's bad.
I know a guy that tore his lat off in the iliac crest from doing loaded stretching that way.
Holy what?
So I have a slight fear doing that.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Or like my brother tore his bicep doing preacher curls on his bench, and you know what? I'm never gonna do again.
Sorry about it.
Well, that's notorious for tearing biceps.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's just so much freaking tension.
I like using the preacher curl with the vertical pad.
Yeah.
Rest your arms on it.
Yeah.
Overloading the mid position, not right where that tendon is just taking all
Getting
the fucking
absolutely ripped.
droid.
Yep.
I don't know why preacher curls are such a popular thing.
Dude, I got so angry. I tried to trade somebody my GHD for another reverse hyper, and then they just ghosted me. I was so mad.
That's rude.
Yeah, because I was like, hell yeah, I'll trade you a GHD straight up for another. It was one of the nice Rogue ones too. And they just
Like the
ghosted me.
scout ones that folds up or no?
No, it was like the RH2 or whatever it was. But
Well, that one is nice. I like that one.
yeah,
I hate our donkey. That thing sucks.
I was so excited because I was like, yeah. Nope, ghosted me.
The combo machines are some of the worst ideas ever.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why they were trying to do it, but it doesn't. They're not functional, I feel like.
They're both very mid.
Yeah, they just do okay at both. Yeah.
Like I don't do GHDs because I don't like that fucking thing.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I probably should.
Oh, dude, they're so hard.
Isn't it? That's like talk about that's some length and hamstring.
Oh
nonsense.
my
That's
God.
brutal. But it's only a knee flexion, so it's like you still got to do a hip hinge.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's all, I mean, they'll definitely work that freaking insertion point though. Oh my God.
Yeah, but there's only 2 heads of the hamstring that attach there. The other 2 attach up at your
But
ass.
yeah, I know. I guess.
So like
yeah.
you could do a hamstring RDL or a straight leg RDL and throw that in that'd be a terrible superset if you really
God.
just don't want to be able to walk.
That would be absolutely brutal. But yeah, I mean,
I like the inverse leg curl because you can progress it easier.
because even like, yeah, like GHD, just doing like GHDs instead of like a Nordic, you're still not getting the amount of
It's just so hard to keep your hips through. Even when that dude from West Side set the world record, like
Mhm.
his hips came into flexion.
Yeah. So it's, yeah. The band, I think, is better. And like what you're saying, the inverse curl, because it allows you to kind of, you could control it better.
Yeah, you can ease into it.
Yeah.
The thing about the inverse leg curl that nobody realizes is that you go past parallel.
Way past. Beyond past. Like your nose is touching the damn ground.
I think Deppin, he has a story about it. He busted his fucking face on it the first time.
That's what AJ said. AJ said that in a post, he was doing like a video of him working out, and he was talking about it because he has one, and he was like, I always just put my hands down here in front of me because the first time I ever did it, I just smoked my face.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, you got to load it counterweight pretty well to not fucking. Because once again, hamstrings are never as strong as they should be.
No.
Man, did you see Ziggler's post about the 100-meter squat or 100-meter sprinter squatting?
Oh yeah, Lyle's guy. Yeah.
Yeah, 250 on 250 kilos.
Yeah.
So high box.
To a high box. Yep.
I mean, you don't need to go low, but if you want to get those adductors, better
Well,
go low.
Louis did the same thing with his sprinter. Like he always squatted them high.
Yeah.
So if you go, did you watch that? I don't know if you ever watched that seminar of sprinters that he has or whatever.
I'm sure I have the DVD. I just have never watched any of the DVDs.
I bought it when
After
it,
reading the 16 books that they sent me, I was like, I think I've had enough.
I bought it for like $5 or something, and I watched it. And he was training one of those Ohio State sprinter girls that was bound for the Olympics or trying to make the Olympics, and like she was doing an absurd amount of band tension with, I think it was like an 18-inch box, maybe 16. I can't remember. It was super high, wide stance, but just like holy amount of
Wouldn't
tension.
accommodating resistance almost make more sense for those partials as opposed to doing full ranges? You have way more tension through the whole movement.
You would think so, because yeah, as soon as you, I mean, you're not going to lose anything. That's for sure. It's going to be heavy right
Well,
when you,
Yeah, it's not as big of a change,
right.
and you still get the overspeed eccentric portion.
Yes. Yes.
Bands, anyways. And
Yeah.
the one kid I trained, he had 120 pounds of chain. It was 665 total on his squat last night.
Man, I need to
We
find some
loaded.
more.
So what was that? We loaded 545 on the bar, and he squatted. Or no, is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, it was 545. There was 4 reds and a 25.
Yeah. I need more chains. I want more chains. I have a set of
Yeah,
120, but I need more.
And he crushed it pretty good. I was like, man, that was close to 665 at the top.
Jeez.
At least I would say minimum 635.
Smoke show.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a challenge, but it wasn't like he wasn't near failure.
It's funny because we just got doing chains with the kids, and now I went to bands, and they're like, "Holy God, this is way worse." I was
That's
like,
why I start with the band and then go to chains and go
Yeah.
back to the band. Like the band is that exponential increases.
but it's funny. They we measured the band tension, and we were working. I think we were doing 5s. No, we did 6s. And I said, yeah, like at the top, it should probably be right around like whatever your 80 to 85% is. And then like most of them were hitting their 5s and 6s with at the top with like 80% of whatever their one rep was that we just tested. So I was like, well, that's pretty close. Nice. So, but yeah, they were like, holy, this makes my wrist hurt. And I'm like, well, that's why you have to get your dang setup correct and like actually use the correct technique or you're going to die. So
I tell everyone, I'm like, it's gonna shove you into the floor, and then they unrack it and like, what the hell? I'm like, yeah, I told you, it's gonna throw you into the floor.
yeah, I told him, I'm like,
That L setup is no joke.
be ready. Here we go. Your throat's in danger if you don't take this out correctly. So like on the first rep, I just take it out with them. And then
I don't. I make them do it.
Then the next one, I'm like, all right, like now you feel this, so respect this when you take it out by yourself. So
How do you set them up?
what do you mean?
The bands.
I just go
You do the
double.
L?
No, I go. I split the rail and pull both up over the bar.
You got to try the L setup.
L setup. Okay, I'll have to give it a try.
Dude, it's a motherfucker. Because it's pulling you back, right? You go to unrack and it fucking yanks you back into
Yeah.
position.
Makes sense. Probably good for like trying to like keep the bar from going over your face too.
Oh, I mean, it's fucked up. So like when you get your rogue racks, you put the first pin on the very front, and then you put the second one between 10 and 11. You
Just
run
like
that
you
thing
do-
from the front up until to make the L, right? It goes this way,
Right, just like on your squat.
and they go to unrack. It's bloop. Oh, were you talking about bench? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
I was talking about bench press. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
I run the
no,
triangle.
the squat. Yeah, the squat works really good with that. We use that setup for our squats. I was talking about bench press because we went straight chain and then we went this one, and they were like, "Oh God, this sucks."
Yeah, I'm an asshole and do the triangle setup on the bench.
Triangle setup.
So like, because the west side
loop it
ones have the
under.
pins on the bottom.
Yeah, you
It
can
just
loop
goes
it.
around in a triangle.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't think it adds that much. And I measured the reds, and it added like 15 pounds to each one.
yeah. We had, well, I mean, it was only 20 at the top, but we had 40 total with the reds.
Yeah, the reds for us are 35 on each side.
You have the Elite FTS ones or the West Side ones?
West side ones.
God, so they're just ripping down on those things then.
The purples are like fucking 45 or 50, I think, at the top.
Yeah, I'm not letting any of these. The kid that I would have done, I would have let him do purples, but he wasn't there the other night, so he didn't get to do it. But yeah, he's gonna get
That's
purples.
why I like letting him max out with him, because I can just fucking load up the band tension.
Yep, I don't care.
Well, like Louis made Cooper do like 500 pounds of just band tension on deadlifts.
The books talk about that. I read about it the other day when it talks about like if you're gonna do max effort with the bands, it needs to at least be 50-50. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, a lot of times I get pretty close to that, I think.
It makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. They're like, because the problem with bands when you're doing max effort is the difference in profile at the bottom, obviously. I mean, yeah, it still sucks, but like if you load it up with 50% of band tension out of the bottom, that's gonna feel really much, really,
Oh, that gets up to like 80% at the top.
yeah, nuts.
I don't think he means 50% at the bottom.
That's what I said.
Really?
I would almost, I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure it was talking about accommodating resistance methods and it talked about like developing certain qualities with the bands and it was like 50-50. I was like, oh,
I can see 50-50 at the top, but
maybe.
at the bottom?
I'll have to check it. I could be wrong. You might be right, but I was like, oh, that would hurt.
Because like the way I wave these kids, like what I did is like it deloads you at the bottom so you're not taking as much stress and you're practicing singles for your sport.
Right.
And then if you pick the right auxiliary, you're doing most of the work at the bottom anyways. Build that on the opposite end. But like then your nervous system is experiencing heavy weight at the top because it doesn't know any different when you unrack it.
That's what the guy I talked to last night, he was talking about his football guys in season. He's like, we switch to bands when we do our neurological or like max effort days. We switch to bands. We just move everything to bands in season, and then when we come out of season, we go back to straight weight. But I was like, yeah, makes sense. So
well, yeah, and like their sport, you don't really have to hit a specific depth.
No.
Like in powerlifting, where you could run into dangers if you pick a shitty auxiliary that's not emphasizing the bottom portion of that motion, and then it just fucks you.
Yep. He was like
on bench, I make them do the board press, but then their auxiliary bench day is dumbbells.
Yeah.
Like if you can't get strong using dumbbells out of the bottom.
Yep. Yeah. He was like, I'm just trying to keep neural high, like in season. I'm not really worried about trying to PR and do all that stuff. I just want to keep the same amount of adaptation that we created in the off season.
Yes, as Mr. Quint would say, you're just maintaining the neural net that you've created.
Yeah, this guy's got some strong kids. I was like, we talked for like 4 hours last night. So shout out to you, Tyler. That was awesome. Thank you for coming down. I almost asked him to come on the podcast today, so that would have been good. But
more fun without guests.
What are we gonna do? I gotta go to school next week. What are we gonna do?
Oh, what?
Yeah, dude, I gotta go back tomorrow. Actually, God.
What? Oh, this is horseshit.
New teacher training.
Last podcast ever. R.I.P. Irrelevant podcast.
No, we have to find a way to.
Didn't make it to episode 100.
We have to find a way to keep it going.
Well, what times can you do it? Do we have to move to Saturdays?
Yeah, probably. We could make them shorter. 45-minute
Fuck that.
one hit bangers.
No way.
Let's just do them at like midnight. Let's just do them at midnight. Because you're gonna sleep in on Sunday, so whatever.
No, I gotta train the kids at 10 a.m.
Oh yeah, that's plenty of time. See.
I guess.
We can start at 10 o'clock, go till midnight, and then you just go to bed.
We end up shooting the shit for like 3 hours after. Like, we should do a podcast after the workouts. I'm like, man, if it was my gym, we could do that, but
why can't you?
I'm not gonna bring like they don't have any podcast stuff, and you're the IT guy. I don't know how to do any of that.
I can run it wherever you're at, dog.
You know, I'm gonna call you at fucking 1 o'clock your time and be like, hey Nate.
If it's on a Saturday, I don't care. Like, what am I doing?
Like last night, I didn't get home till 2.
Oh yeah, we might have a problem then. But yeah, if it's like on a Saturday,
like I make them train Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and it's every time I fucking train them, we get done at like 10 or 11. Like last night, they got done at 11. Then we just sit around bullshitting.
That's like awesome though. That's good stuff. I like that.
Not bad.
No, my weekends are going to be very consistently sleep as much as I possibly want to on Saturday and Sunday because I'm going to be ruined by the time I get to the weekend. That's for sure.
Man, so we don't have a podcast next Wednesday, huh?
No.
Throwing off my whole schedule.
Well, I don't know. Let me look.
And I'll be gone next weekend, so I can't do it next Saturday.
My headphones won't let me move. Hold on. Got my official letter for new teachers the other day, so I can look at my schedule.
Please make sure to brainwash the children with this.
I will not. I'm doing weights. That's all I care about. Wednesday, August 14th. All staff arrive 7:45. Breakfast in individual rooms. What are we doing at 1:30? High school staff, work in your room and individual meetings, elementary staff, SLE training. Oh, see, like we're just working in our rooms. I'm just going to run home and do the podcast next Wednesday. See you guys. I'm out. I got a stomach bug. I'm out of here.
Dude, I have to play in a golf tournament on the 16th.
That's like next Friday.
Yeah, I know.
How did that
I'm
go?
gonna catch a flight after that.
I liked your little, a little sneak peek into the golf realm for you. How'd it go? Did you break any clubs?
I mean, the driver I bought is a much better length than the one I originally had, so I can make better contact.
There you go. Yeah.
And then once I figured out not to fucking dig my tee all the way in the ground, it actually started to get some lift under it. I was like, oh, hey, look at that.
Yeah, you want your tee, you want the ball to be like halfway above the driver.
Halfway above the driver. Okay.
Like, so if if your face is here, right, you want the ball like half showing above it if you stood behind it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Because
I'm like squaring it up perfectly, and I'm like, why is this thing not getting any lift?
All right, I'm gonna send you a video. Hold on.
I don't want a video. Just explain it to me. You can be the golf coach. Well, I can get some of my fucking time back. I've wasted on you.
I could absolutely, but
you missed signing up for that meet, didn't you?
What? There was a sign up?
Last Wednesday.
Wait, I didn't see it. Unbelievable. God dang it.
Do you not follow his gym?
I thought I did, but I didn't see anything, I guess. Or maybe I just...
It lasted like a whole 6 hours, maybe.
I'll have to
send you don't have any gear anyways. I don't know how you would expect to compete.
I can get the gear really quickly.
You missed the 17% off. You fucked yourself on that one.
It's fine. I'll call him and be like, no, he said...
I can't believe how much my belt was.
He said the entry's not going to cost me anything.
No, the Pioneer gear. You have no gear to lift in.
Oh, I'll get it. It's fine. Don't... Jake, calm down. You calm your face down.
Calm. I can't wait to get I hope I get my belt in the next month.
Yeah, I bet that'll be snazzy.
Did I tell you how much it was even after my discount?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Take a guess.
I don't want to know.
Wow. Guess how much it still cost me.
$1,000.
Whoa. Jesus, dude.
Not that
belts
high?
are normally only like $170 for a
Yeah, but my lord, you custom made the pee out of that thing.
Yeah, I definitely left no stone unturned.
Okay, here, I'm sending you this video.
It was $485.
Golly.
I was like, all right, this is gonna cost me like $500. And then that was with the discount. I was like, holy fuck.
That's nuts.
How to smash a drive. This is what Yes, I want to bomb my driver. Crocky.
Yeah, Rick's British, but he's a good
that teaser way higher than what I was doing.
Right? Yeah, there we go. Now we're gonna get him on the right path. How to smash a drive.
Oh man.
That guy has almost 3 million subscribers on YouTube, by the way.
Now the angles on the drivers make way more sense to me.
Yeah, so when you sit it down, you're trying to show it the face, dude.
Yeah, I was sitting there looking at all these used ones, and I'm like, do I need more of an angle? I think I got like a 9.5.
Yeah, that's what mine's 9. Or 9. Dude, if you got
I might be able to start bombing these balls.
Oh god, what's wrong with my camera?
In this 4-person scramble, all I got to do is be good at driving.
Have you ever got this book?
I can't see it.
God dang it. The old school secret Bible?
For what?
The old school strength training secrets Bible.
Who's the author? No,
Dave Yarnell.
No.
It's like a collection of all these old newspaper or like article clippings, and they just put it into a book. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's nifty.
It was on the Westside website and it was on sale, so I was like, I'll check it out.
It's got to be good then, right?
It's freaking huge. There's 600 pages in that book.
There's articles that are clipped in there.
Yeah. Slightly tilt the upper body.
Into that video. I'll just put the ball where it needs to go. I don't care.
No, there's more to it.
Yeah, but I'm playing in one tournament a year, maybe.
Yeah, but you want people to go
4-person scramble. All I got to do is just whack the fuck out of that ball.
Yeah, but if you don't whack it straight, they ain't using your ball.
They might.
Okay,
If it goes far enough.
the checklist, summarize the checklist, make sure the ball is teed up correctly.
Yep.
You want to, and then slightly tilt the back half so you're inducing yourself to swing up.
Right. Well, I've noticed that if I rotate the club in my hand, it does different shit. So you got to make sure you're holding it the right way, right?
Yeah,
Like that's
face-
a fucked up thing.
So how have you been holding it? That's a good question.
To make sure that it is like somewhat square and that the angle is facing upwards.
What does your grip look like?
Oh,
Okay. All right. All
on,
right.
man.
Look at him go.
come on, man.
Yeah, so that's okay, that's fine. But you just want to make sure that you're teaching yourself, to swing up on the club. A
I
positive
was just trying
tack
to fucking
angle.
hit. I didn't really care, but towards the end of it, I started getting some carry, and I was like, all right, something
Did you-
can happen here.
Did you figure out how far you were hitting it?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Far enough, I have a hard time seeing it, so whatever.
You sound like every person that I play with. Like, you're gonna have to watch this. I can't see it. I'm like, oh my god, you people
Yeah.
are blind.
I even bought some fucking what did I get, the Top Flight hammer golf balls for
Bleh.
distant garbage.
Bleh.
I know they were only $10. So
Yeah, well, I mean,
I wasn't gonna spend $50 on 12 balls to play in one tournament.
yeah, I mean, it's. I tell people when they're getting into golf, the ball is the last thing that will make improvements on your game. It will improve your game, but if you don't
No, I just
understand.
needed balls that I could hit. I didn't really
Right.
care.
Right. If you're in the early stages of just still trying to figure stuff out, the ball is completely irrelevant to what you.
And I'm sure compared to these driving range balls I hit all the time, they're way better probably.
Dude, you hit those sometimes and they just ring your hands probably. I hate the driving range balls. They suck so bad. But
Yeah.
they're also flight reduced too. So sometimes
Oh, are they really?
some of them are. I don't know. It just depends on which like balls that they have at the
I would
range.
assume these ones are because this range is in the middle of the fucking course.
Yeah, so they're probably flight reduced. Which that's a lot too. Like sometimes I'll hit like a 7, like normally I'll hit a 7 at like 200 yards and then I'm on a range with a flight reduced and I'm hitting my 7 and it's only going like 150 and I'm like, yeah, okay. So
Yeah, that's frustrating.
yeah.
Glad I learned that. Maybe I'll go whack some balls today.
You need to get on a simulator and just get some numbers. That'd be fun. It'll tell you like distances and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
I got one in my gym. You can come when you come down, you can hit on it.
I did buy a Callaway and a TaylorMade for my driver and 3-wood though.
There you go.
High upgrade over my Dunlops.
That boy. What are they? What brand? Like your what are they called? Do you know?
I don't remember.
TaylorMade and Callaway. What a loser.
I know, right? Kicking it old school, bro.
Kicking it old school. I actually went out and played 9 holes yesterday. That's pretty fun.
I mean, for the price of these used drivers, it was like right in the middle range.
You can find some good cheap equipment. I mean, you don't have to spend what I spend on golf clubs to have a good set. So
Yeah, I'm not going to.
yeah, I mean,
Especially when I play maybe once a year.
right. Well, my golf time is significantly going to go down this year, so it's fine.
We have 8 people per hole on a 9-hole course for this tournament. This is gonna be a shit show.
It's going to take forever.
Well, I got a flight to catch at 8:30, so
We usually play in a tournament like that. It's a 9 hole with 8 at each, and it takes us like 5 hours, 6 hours usually to play 18 holes. So it'll probably
we're
take
only
you.
playing 9.
It'll take you 3 to 4. Yeah.
We started 3, and I was like, I'm leaving at 8, no matter what. So
You're only playing 9?
yeah, it's a 9-hole golf course.
That's well. We just usually they just double them up. That's weird.
I don't think they wanted to take all day.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's a charity event here.
Come on now. They're not committed to the game. Let's go here.
No,
They're not committed. Unbelievable.
not at all. Game's fucking stupid.
I gotta go get my leaderboard up today. Try to get my sign up today. Go
Got
cut
a lot of
turf.
stuff to do.
I gotta go cut turf. I gotta try to get my sign up today. Try to get my leaderboard up today before I have to go back and lose all my time to teaching. So
Sounds
Then-
worth it.
I have practice. Practice starts on Monday, so that'll be fun.
Maybe I'll go to the driving range.
Get them boys to play. Get them
Right.
boys to play some better baseball.
To stick to it, I could be done by 6, so it's plenty of time to go whack some golf balls.
There you go, dude. I
Now that
love.
I know how to set up the fucking tee correctly.
I really want to play in Colorado because I just want to see how far the ball will go comparatively.
Watch I figure this out and I drive it like 400 yards. I'm gonna laugh at you.
That'd be so good. I would
Never
be.
gonna happen. But
I'd be impressed.
I'll be like, Nate, I went to that TPC course and I made it on the green in 2 hits.
That'd be sick. Yeah, like I want to play out there so bad because I'm just like I feel like these courses are in danger.
I mean, I think I have way too much strength for golf, but once I figure it out,
No such thing.
no such thing.
No such thing. Strong enough. There's no such thing.
If I had technique, watch out, pal.
I think. I mean, yeah. I mean, I watched. There's just that wrestling kid that I have. Like, trying to watch him swing a golf club sometimes just hurts my eyes. But
I'm sure mine doesn't look pretty at all.
you should video it and send it to me.
Probably dog shit.
If you send it to me, I might be able to help you.
I don't know if I care that much.
What a loser.
I guess.
But yeah.
And how the fuck am I going to video it? I don't even have a tripod anymore.
Oh, use your phone. Don't you have the little stand thingy?
You know, I put it on the fucking grass way behind me.
No, you can set it up on your bag, you dork.
How?
You put the bag behind you and then just set the thing up on one of your clubs and let it face forward. It's easy. I do it all the time. I mean, I have a tripod now, but yeah, like early days, that's what I did.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's cool about the simulator I have is like it has its own camera in it, so you can do it from the side and from the behind, and like you can like watch what your swing's doing, and like it'll draw lines for you, and you can make corrections based on the lines that you can draw on it. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I was just happy by the end of last time I was making consistent contact and getting okay distance.
That's the right step in the right direction, baby. Yes. Yeah.
As
People
I
always-
hear this guy next to me just fucking whacking him, and I'm like, God damn it.
It's super demoralizing when you're like, all right, I'm doing something. And then you play with people that are better than you. And you're like, cool.
I could just hear the way his sounded when he'd make contact sounded way better than what I was doing. I was like, this doesn't, it's not the same.
I felt bad yesterday because I played with some guys that were pretty new to it. And I just walked yesterday and they were riding in a cart. And like, I was getting up to the green, walking faster than they were driving in their cart because they were taking extra shots to get there. I was like, man, it's hot. It's a long day. Come on, fellas. Like, hurry up a little bit here.
Not everyone drives the ball 300 yards every time, okay, Nate?
Yeah, I played pretty good yesterday. Not gonna lie.
Do you get par?
No, I didn't play that good.
Oh, you suck.
You shut your mouth.
Can't even be mediocre and get par.
I played good yesterday. Leave me alone.
Isn't that crazy in golf? Like, everyone thinks doing what you're supposed to is good.
Yeah.
Like, what?
There's a lot of people that hate the handicap system because it's like it's the only sport that rewards mediocrity. And I'm like, I guess you're not
Yeah,
wrong.
it's like participation trophies.
It's not bad, but then like if you're a friend and you suck and your buddy's really good and you want to play like competitively, it's hard to play competitively.
There is no such thing. You just suck.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Like, it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, well, give me the handicap, and if I hit par on my handicap and I guess right, then I win, and if you don't, then fuck you.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
no,
the guy I
you
played
suck.
with the other day, like we I mean, he's a 30 handicap and I'm a 5. So he gets 30 strokes and I get 5. So
ridiculous. I would be like 90.
I think with the strokes he ended up only losing to me by like 4 or 5. So it was close. We had lunch on the line, so
he took an extra 35 strokes to your 10.
So he shot a 1. It took him 100 to get around the golf course. It took him 117 shots, I think. So he's a 30 handicap, so he shot like an 87 overall.
I would just go hang myself.
Whereas like I didn't play very well that day. I shot an 87 overall. So with my handicap, I shot an 82. So I beat him by a couple strokes. So
Yeah, by like 20 some.
no, based on the handicap, only 5.
So I'm not falling for your guys' bullshit. You beat it by like 20 some strokes.
I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice. Come on now.
Well, it's nice of you to try to be nice, but
Golf is trying to get as much new participation into the game as they possibly can. So that's how they do it. It's an even playing field.
I guess.
What's crazy is like pros are so good, they give strokes. So they're like their handicaps are like anywhere from like +6 to +8. So they start 8 shots over par and then they have to shoot under par just to get back to even par based on their handicap.
And they'll probably still shoot under.
They do 1,000%.
Don't
What's your
some of
hand?
them shoot like 60 on some courses?
You know, Scotty in the last round of the Olympics shot a 62, which was 9 under par. Yeah.
Jesus, no wonder he got a gold medal.
Yeah, he
Speaking
won.
of gold medals, did you see the chick from my hometown won the discus for the second time in a row?
Oh, really? That's where she's from? That's cool.
Yeah.
Neato. Finally had an
She didn't start
American.
until like her junior year of high school.
Finally had an American win an Olympic gold medal.
She was
Weight-
a ballet
weightlifting?
dancer before that. Oh, we did? Was it the 70 kilo chick?
No, as a guy.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
Finally beat the Chinese in something. huh?
Strength or Squat U posted about it, of course. So let me see. What's his name? Oh, he got a bronze. I'm sorry. It's the first medal the United States have won in Olympic weightlifting since 1984. Any
Oh my
medal.
God, we
Any
suck.
medal. Yeah.
We suck.
Hampton Morris was his name.
We haven't, nobody, male or female, has won a medal since 1984.
It's been it's been 40 years since a man from the
Oh.
USA has secured a medal in weightlifting at the Olympics today. Bronze.
Wow.
Don't tell me Olympic weightlifting is the way to go, you fairy winkles.
Well, the training that we do clearly does not work.
Obviously, it's not. Yeah. I mean,
All the-
Chinese are
All the
just smoking
weightlifting
us.
coaches will be like, well, it's because they take drugs. I'm like, they all do drugs.
They all do. Weightlifting Olympics 2024.
Man, you know what post I'm tired of seeing is the Noah Lyles one with his mile list of disorders that he allegedly has.
No comment. I'm not commenting.
Like, come on, man. Like, just be the fastest dude in the world for right now. Did you see how that finished? And I don't understand how the lasers work because that dude's
It's-
foot was way in front of his face.
It's chest and
Chest
face.
up?
Yeah, it
Is
doesn't.
that what it is?
It's not foot. Yeah, the foot. I was
Clearly,
confused
because
by
that
that.
foot was way ahead of his face, and I was
Yeah.
so confused.
No, you have to get. Yeah, it's.
You
it
gotta
had,
get the lean.
Yep. That's why they
Fair.
tell you to do that. So
Oh, I
because he looked
remember.
like he looked like he won for sure. That's why I was confused as well. And then
But yeah, that sprint is the epitome of why details matter.
yep. How crazy close is that? Unreal. Like between first and eighth in the world. That's unreal.
Yeah, you're within. Well, like Sha'Carri lost by 1/10 of a second, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, she kind of got worked.
I don't think she was supposed to win it, from what I understand.
Well, as cocky as she is, you would have thought.
Yeah, but I don't think that I agree.
I also
with-
think she hit a world. So Cooper made a good point. Like she hit a world record at some point recently, and it's like that was your peak. You did it at the wrong time.
You did it at the wrong time. Yeah. She did that in trials, I think. It was like a 10.64.
Could have been. Yeah, like you wasted the good surprise on you.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Yeah, she
bad.
ran a 10.79. I think the other girl was a 10.78.
Jeez. So she could have had it.
Yeah, she had the, but she's like, I get being like,
She ran a 10.87 in the final. Yeah.
is that what it was? The other girl ran a 10.86.
She ran a 10.72. St.
Wait,
Lucia.
the other girl ran a 10.72 and she ran a 10.87 or 10.8.
10.87.
Oh yeah, she got smoked kind of.
I
Sprinting.
mean, it's going to look closer, but yes, in sprinting, she got absolutely hosed.
Wow. That was that first medal that country's ever gotten from St. Lucia.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. Why
I was
Sha'Carri
just
Richardson
thinking-
did not race in the women's 200 final?
Because she was depressed.
No,
Didn't
because
Gabby
she was.
Thompson win?
Gabby did win, yeah. What'd she run? She won by
You
a
see that?
blowout.
That guy's quote for the 1500 set the world record.
Yeah.
He's like, if I didn't do this, I wasn't going to be able to live with myself. I'm like, nice. Way to lay it all out there. 1500 though, like, why wouldn't you just run 4 laps? Why are we
That's-
cutting 100 meters off the
I don't
last
understand
one?
that either. It's literally, yeah, it's 100 more meters. I don't understand that either. Where's her like
So it's-
times?
What was his mile? What was his time?
I didn't see. I don't know.
Is it 4 something? Had to be, right?
Had to have been, yeah. So let's see here. Her personal best, Sha'Carri, in the 100-meter. So in April. Oh wait, no, this is a long time ago. Never mind. Well, she ran a 10.57.
Really?
She was 300 slower at the Olympics. Ooh.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah, her season's best June 22nd at the Olympic trials, I guess.
That's when she set the world record.
No, she ran a 10.71 there, so at least it would have been enough to win the gold. Barely, but it would have been enough.
And that girl from St. Lucia was 10.7 too.
Mm-hmm.
And the dudes are a full second faster still. That's crazy.
It's incredible.
And Noah's not even fast out of the blocks.
No, he almost lost it because of his block start.
Which is interesting because he box squats so much, but yet his starting strength was terrible in that.
But that's where Sha'Carri lost it too, out of the box.
Well, clearly the Jamaicans are onto something when it comes to starting strength.
Yeah, I mean, would appear to be. But yeah. She was like 0.2. I think it was like 0.2 to get out of the blocks or something like that. It was not good. Oh, I just got an APO email. Summer newsletter.
Nice. Probably have one of those.
Should probably read that. Oh no, it's just telling us how much it's growing and stuff.
Yeah, they just give you updates. Are they up to 500 members yet?
I think close, 5.4 or something. 439. It's pretty cool.
Getting there. I don't know what a lot is. I don't know how many are in the USPA.
I don't either, but just in the short amount of time of its existence, it seems like it's grown pretty exponentially. That's cool.
Yeah.
But hey, what do I know?
Nothing.
I know nothing, Jon Snow.
Exactly.
Have you watched that series?
The new dragon thing? No.
Hello, Jack Foster 37. Welcome to the chat. No, not the new one, the old one, Game of Thrones.
Of course. I wish I would have stopped 3 episodes before it ended, though.
I went back and watched them all while my subscription was still active because I only activate my HBO when like the new season, the House of Dragons.
God, I need to cancel mine. I got one because for that fucking Nickelodeon documentary.
Oh yeah. So I'm
Dude,
like,
you know another fascinating documentary, the one on boy bands. I didn't know one dude created all of them.
Oh really?
Yeah, Lou Pearlman made like every boy band that ever got popular.
Really? No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And just took all their money, basically.
That's on HBO?
Yeah. No, it's on Netflix.
Oh, okay, good. I'll still keep that one.
It's fascinating. I was like, this one dude came up with all of these, and then just it was like a giant Ponzi scheme.
Wow, that's weird.
Is it though?
I mean, no, but
like
how are we doing?
Not done anything, and they're like flying private jets and going all over the world. Like they're doing all kinds of crazy shit.
Right.
Because this guy owned Transcontinental Airlines, and it was just a huge Ponzi scheme that he was just getting investors to give him money, and he just kept fucking spending it all.
Interesting. Jack Foster 37 would like to know how you're doing.
How I'm doing? I'm
just
fantastic.
How are we doing?
We're in your pocket?
We're fantastic, Jack. Is there a turd in your pocket? I haven't heard that in a long time, dude. Oh, that's funny. We're good, man. How are you? You doing well? How did you stumble? Did you stumble onto this madness? What were you doing in your life today to consume yourself with this?
No sex bots today. It's been a lonely day on the podcast.
What the heck? Jack Foster, are you a sex bot? Because we usually get at least one sex bot a podcast now.
I mean, we have been.
I think we had 3 in a row. Like legit 3 in a row, besides the Deppen one.
Or just 3 in a row for last week.
Oh yeah, there was 2.
Last week we were on a roll.
It's crazy. I had like our stats were like 25 viewers last week or something like that at one point.
Why?
I have no idea.
Watch this.
It's probably all just sex bots that they're spamming us with.
That's okay. I'll take the views.
I was just looking through the fitness category on Twitch. Oh, cool. Well,
do you have any fitness questions? I wish it didn't say fitness.
Fitness. It's health. It's fitness and health is what the category is.
Getting this food in your mouth. That's the only fitness I do.
There's only 242 viewers in the category right now. But rest assured, I'm no bot. How can you prove that though? How do we know you're not a bot? Blink twice.
The AI has gotten so sophisticated.
I saw a
Did
thing.
I tell you about ChatGPT making Canva presentations for you? I told you about this.
It's just ridiculous.
It's awesome.
It's just ridiculous.
It's so fucking awesome. Because at the very least, it'll give you the outline and then you just design it.
Kids are never going to have to ever do anything ever in their lives again at school.
I tell these college kids all the time, like, why don't you use ChatGPT? That's cheating. I'm like, You idiot! You don't copy and paste it.
You just
Like-
reword it.
Go explain to me like I'm 5, and then enter X topic that you have to learn about, and you're done.
Yep.
Like-
Yep.
I don't know. It's like my own virtual assistant. It's pretty sweet.
Did you see Elon thinks that the will be easy? It'll be easier to communicate with AI once the neural leak is complete.
Of course, he thinks that.
Dude, that's some. I wouldn't. That's some wonky stuff there. I ain't messing with the
I'm not
neural
gonna
link.
volunteer for it.
No.
Well, there's a dude on Rogan that has it.
No.
Said his video game playing quality went through the roof.
I bet because it's just
But
like
he
you're a
actually has
robot.
He has a brain dysfunction of some sort.
Ah, that makes sense.
But he was talking about like the hand-eye coordination with the cursor and stuff, like next level, I guess.
You're just like pew 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 pew.
Yeah. I was like, whoa.
I do actually. I really don't know where to look to for it for nutrition, dietary advice because I want to start making life changes. Well,
Stan Efferdine's vertical diet.
that's man, you read my mind, Alex. Well done.
Because it's so easy. And like I've never been this lean at 220, and it clearly works.
Yeah, I would say that's where you should start. And then if that doesn't work and you can't keep yourself accountable, hire someone to help you. Like a
I'll help you
coach.
for the low cost of
6 trillion. No. Yeah, I would.
what is a reasonable cost for nutrition coaching? I have no idea.
Just nutrition?
Yeah. I feel like
I,
it should be the most expensive because it's a fucking headache.
I go in intervals of 500 based on what you want. So
Oh, that's nice of you.
it's like if you want strength and conditioning, 5. If you want strength and conditioning and nutrition, 1500.
You're more expensive than me
1,000. No, I'm not.
on programming. Yeah, I write regular strength and conditioning.
No, that's
programs
my
for
that's my
300.
no. Well, that's my coaching.
Oh,
That's not my programming. That's way cheaper than yours as well. So
oh, yeah.
I'm not you, dog.
300 for strength and conditioning, 300 for mobility, and
Just the
500 for
program,
nutrition.
right? Just the program.
Yeah, no.
All
no
accountable on them. Yeah, mine are 100. So
stuff. Oh, gotcha.
shut your face.
My bad. I thought I was being cheap.
You are really compared to your other stuff. I've been living off chicken omelets with almond nuts the past 2 weeks because I don't know what else to incorporate into my diet. Yeah,
Rice.
you need to buy this book immediately. It'll basically outline and give you all the guidelines for what you should or shouldn't eat and how
Beef
much of
and
each. It'll give you like if you have a caloric intake that you need to hit, or if you need to be under a certain maintenance of calories and things like that. It'll give you literally in the portion sizes what to eat.
Man, I thought that the ebook was not worth it, and then I found out that he's constantly updating it. I was like, oh man, maybe
Yeah, it's
that
a
would've been worth
it's a living document. Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I've actually found resisting unhealthy crap quite easy so far, anyways. Yes. It is once you actually get on the habits of doing it. You just have to convince yourself that you want to do it.
You need rice and dead animals. So when I say dead animals, chicken and beef.
Beef.
I don't even eat any beef.
It's shocking the disparity though.
In what?
Like when it talks about red meat in the book compared to chicken.
Oh, yeah, I haven't read that far, but I know he's a big proponent of the red meat.
Yeah.
Just hard to beat $3.50 a pound for chicken thighs.
God, it's so cheap.
And I buy 8 pounds at a time.
It's so cheap. I talked to a lady actually the other day that might want to be doing that could possibly bring meal prep service to EAP, which would be really cool. So
It always sounds like a good idea, but it never pans out. I feel
it's
like
no work for me. She said it. She
Right.
said she was doing it by herself, and she was doing 300 to 400 meals a week.
Yeah, I think the guy that I was going through was doing 1,000 at one
It's
point.
crazy, dude. And she was delivering too, and I'm like, oh my god, that's
Yeah,
so
I
much
was part
work.
of the delivery service. It was terrible.
So much work. She said we had 4 fridges in our house, and like
Yeah,
our whole countertops were just cooking everywhere, and I'm just like, God.
I couldn't do it.
I said, I'm trying to give you a much smaller scale. I'm just trying to get you to do like stock my fridge so people can buy those meals every week if they want. So
That's what we do at the gym, but it ends up being he only buys like 12 or 15 meals because most people don't buy them.
right. Yeah. I told
There's a lot of people that order them for themselves, but not many people buy the
right.
singles.
I would do it as a pre-order service, I think. Like you have to order ahead of time and pay
What they
down.
do is they'll order by Saturday and you get it on Monday.
And then people still don't get them?
Yeah, there's quite a few pre-orders.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So the people that use it
Just-
actually use it. It's just
Yeah, my problem with it is I didn't trust the macros, and I'm not going to sit there and reweigh everything.
that's fair. I'm 180 pounds and was researching body recomposition as a possible avenue for me, but I'm a novice and don't want to jump the gun too soon with no knowledge.
Hold
about
on, let me
anything.
give you my vertical diet. 180. How tall are you?
Yeah, we need your height
And age.
and
And your guesstimate on level of activity, because I'm going to lowball the shit out of it. Because
I would just put I would put sedentary. Dude, my clients got so offended when I put it on the low end. I'm like, nothing tells me that you're not. So
If they need an example, tell them I work out for at least 16 hours a week, get 8,000 steps, and I'm breaking into like the high end of lightly active.
he's 5'11", 19 years old. Male. This literally sounds like my pitching kid. I'm like, he's the same dimensions.
Maintenance is $26.99, 180 grams of protein, 332 grams of carbs, which it's actually 332 and 3/4. So 333 on carbs and 72 grams of fat. But you have 2701.
Sounds delightful. 330 grams of carbs.
2700. Dude, I get 460 a day.
That's what I told my people when we were talking about constructing their own macros the other night. And they were just like, I think I want to go into bulk. I'm like, hell yeah. I'm like, you people that want to lose weight are doing it wrong, man. You want the carbs.
Yeah. So if I was this kid, I would just eat maintenance and you'd probably be fine.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to cut, it's 2203, 2202, 216 grams of protein, 213 grams of carbs, 54 grams of fat. Bulking would be 3200. And you're at 144 grams of protein, 494 grams of carbs, and 72 grams of fat.
Yeah, buddy.
Is there a way for me to share the screen so you can just take a screenshot of this? I'll share your screen. Is it going to appear if I do this?
Share my screen. You could share your screen. Try to
What
share.
I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, there it appeared. Hold on.
Is it working?
Yep, I got it for him. So hopefully he can screenshot that. There you go, buddy. There you go, Jack Foster 37. God, look at those
That's really-
carbs.
I know. Look, crazy part is when you go to very active, like a marathon runner.
Yeah, you have to.
751.
This is what I told my girls that run the other day. They run like every day, and I'm like, your guys' carb intake needs to go way up.
How far do they run though? They might be only in the active range.
Yeah, but
Like,
I mean,
when I did my maintenance,
comparative
I was
to
really
like,
sad that I only fell in lightly active. I'm like, really? 16 hours of working out, 8,000 steps a day, and it's only lightly active?
yeah,
Depressing.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not saying like they're marathon running, but they would have to definitely increase from like 100 grams of carbs. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
100 grams of carbs? Are they trying to die?
That's what I said. He got it. You can stop sharing now, you jackwagon.
I eat what I have this morning. I had 8 pieces of toast. Eggs.
That's awesome.
Definitely doesn't suck.
You are welcome, sir. Finally, someone came in here actually needing help, and we could give them some advice.
Oh, come on, we tried to build a gym for that lady. She just thought we were actually fitness experts, not strength and conditioning coaches.
I think she thought we worked for them. That's why we were
Worked for who? Oh,
rep, because she was like, okay, give me your code so I can give you guys your kickback. I'm like, we don't have
No, we're not that cool yet. Hopefully the first one we get is Ghost and they send us free stuff, but
Yeah.
how many podcasts that now we've mentioned Ghost? How do we keep this going?
Too many. But
The local talk radio, the morning show would make fun of Paxton Lynch. They made it like 600 days in a row.
that poor guy. Oh man.
That poor guy. What do you mean? He got paid millions of dollars to play video games.
Yeah, that's fair.
Don't want to play the new NCAA.
I think everybody still wants to play the new NCAA.
Looks so fun.
It does look fun.
I was looking at TVs and PlayStations when it came out. I'm like, for
Oh,
cool
no.
$700, I could have a new TV and a PlayStation with this game. Like,
No, it's not worth it.
the amount of money it might save me on going out and stuff,
You're gonna stop. You're gonna stop stepping over the pennies if you start doing that.
No shit, right? Good point.
I just leave you here and you're still playing, and then I come back next week and you're still in the same spot. I'm in year 20 of my
Nathan, I
dynasty.
won a championship with the Rams.
How would I approach my diet if I wanted to lose body fat? Oh, it's on there.
You would do the cut macros.
Yep. Which at 185.11, why are you trying to cut, dog?
Yeah, I mean, ideally, you would want to build muscle so when you cut, you have muscle to show.
Yeah, you want to go. I feel like you want to go the other way first. You need to go the other way.
Do like 8 to 12 weeks of bulking, and then you could follow it up with like 6 weeks of cutting.
Yep.
Those are just my guesstimates. I don't know.
I try to explain that to
just bulk until I can't fucking eat anymore. And
I try to explain that to clients. I'm like, how about we go the other way first, and then we'll work down from there instead of going down and then working up from there. Because then you'll learn how to eat.
Like, look, you're weak. You don't have any muscle. You're gonna cut and just look gross. Stop
What
it.
did I have the lady tell me today about?
Or just rock maintenance for a while and train hard.
Yeah. She texted me, this lady that works at my gym. She's like, I think you should research GLP-1 meds and then tell people on Facebook, Instagram, etc. that you're specializing in muscle retention for Ozempic use. It's just losing fat.
We specialize in muscle retention for everyone, not just Ozempic use. Like what?
So it says it's just losing weight. So
who takes those goddamn things wants to work out. That's why they're taking the drugs.
Right. Well, no duh. Like we're definitely trying to like.
And if they actually did train while they took it, they may not lose all the muscle that they have, but that doesn't happen. Although my clients, when they do the high protein cut stuff, like they lose weight like nobody's business.
Right.
And then I put them on maintenance and they continue to lose weight just at a slower rate.
Why did this story get ha-ha'd? I'm so confused.
What story got ha-ha'd?
The one where I said huge shout out to Tyler Wagner for coming down to see the new place. Someone ha-ha'd it. Because I see loads of body transformation videos on YouTube and people look completely different after 6 to 12 months.
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
But
6 to 12 months of anything you change to be different. But
yeah, you can make it even.
If you lose body fat and you don't have muscle mass to show,
you're just gonna look weak.
Happy with the way you look.
Yeah. That's why I encourage people to go the other way before we go into a cut. Let's go up before we go down.
Start in maintenance or bulking and then go the other direction.
Correct.
If you like the slow, steady route, you can do maintenance. So like if you ate maintenance for 6 to 12 months and you trained your fucking ass off, you look like a different person.
Yep. 1000%. Granted, those people were incredibly overweight, but still quite the accomplishment. Yeah, but you're not incredibly overweight. You're probably underweight at the current size that you're at.
Yeah, what? 180 pounds and 5'11"?
Yeah, probably needs to be at least 200. I
would think so.
So that's not going to be conducive to your body.
I can't believe I'm 220 and still have like slightly visible abs somehow. This doesn't make any sense.
You're a dog.
I guess. Oh, Dan knows what he's talking about.
It probably is quite the accomplishment if you go from like obviously like 400 or 500 pounds and then lose 100 in 6 months. Like, yeah.
I don't think I've been 180 pounds for like fucking 15 years now.
I haven't been 180 since college.
I think I was 185 my freshman year of college.
I weighed 185. I carried 185 to 195 in college most of the time. Now I'm carrying anywhere from 220 to 230.
But I guess I get what this guy's saying. I used to think I had to be 185 to be lean, and like it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, you'll look better if you go the other way. You look jacked.
Here's a question: do you want to look good in clothes or look good with your shirt off? Summer's almost over, so you might as well just go with the bulk.
If this kid goes into bulk and he puts 20 pounds on, he's gonna look good either way, I would imagine.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Shirt on, shirt off. 20 pounds for this guy.
I started bulking, everyone's like, what happened to you? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, carbs, I guess? I don't know.
What happened to you? You look fluffy, buddy.
No, I don't. I just apparently got bigger, I guess. I don't know.
Well, yeah, you definitely like.
When I posted that story from 2021, I was so confused. I was like, wait a second, what? Who is that person?
Who's that guy? Yeah.
I was watching some of the videos of how I trained back then. Oh, man. Horrendous.
In 2021?
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh, it couldn't have been that bad.
No tempo. That was bad.
2021? That's when. No, we didn't mean 2021, did we?
Shortly thereafter.
That's when you found N1 and you were shown the light.
I mean, yeah, I just started working at the gym I'm at, and it was fucking. I was like, oh my god, what is this guy doing? This is embarrassing.
Good for you. You can show growth. That's a huge
Slow
thing.
down the fucking reps, you idiot.
Hey, you monkey. You don't have to pull it as fast as you can.
Oh, dude, I was just cranking them out.
Yeah, I think the conjugate strong guy posted about that the other day. These reps are not created equal.
No, like the best way to train is you do
Tension.
compound movements like an athlete, then you do accessories like a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
You know, just works out that way.
I was talking to an 18-year-old girl about that last night that came and tried the gym. And she was like, I just don't know if like this athletic, like training like an athlete thing is for me. I'm like, it's for everyone.
Did you ask her, like, have you ever seen an athlete you didn't want to look like?
Right. That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Everyone wants to look like an athlete. Nobody wants to look like a bodybuilder.
I'll come back in about 15 minutes if you're still here. I'm going to make myself an omelet. I'm starving, but thanks for your help. Okay. Well,
Nice work.
thanks for
Don't forget the rice.
don't forget the rice. I'll take all that rice.
Yeah, who doesn't want to look like an athlete?
Yeah, or train
Everyone
like
wants
one.
to look like an athlete.
I feel like training
Nobody wants
one
to look like a bodybuilder. It's always like, well, yeah, kind of like that, but not that big. And it's like, yeah, well, then you don't want to look like that. What are we talking about?
yeah, and nor do you have the ability to look like that. Sorry.
That's why I posted that Justin Harris thing. He's like, the only way you get good at bodybuilding is you got to just not, you got to go with the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not stress. I think that goes for like any sport.
It just is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't worry about variables you can't control.
Correct.
One of my athletes is great about that. She's also, I think, a little too confident sometimes because she like didn't do what she was supposed to over the summer. She's like, I'll be fine. I'm like, no, you're kind of missing it. Like,
No.
you have lofty goals in life. Like, you want to be a doctor of chiropractic, and it's not like these are not things that are just gonna magically happen.
Fix
without good habits.
themselves. Yeah.
Well, that's like,
Some people are like that though. They just like, it'll work out. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm fine with some of that, but like, you got to understand that there are some habits you have to create to accelerate your path to this.
It's not just gonna happen if you sit on your ass.
Well, no, I don't think she'll do that either. But like, one thing I've noticed recently is the people you surround yourself with will either exponentially take you to a place you're trying to get to, or just crabs in a bucket you the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, I was trying to explain that concept to her last time. Like, if you know what crabs in a bucket is, she's like, no, what's that? I go, well, if you put crabs in a bucket, one of them's going to try to get out, and then the other ones are going to latch on and try to go with it, and it's just going to pull them back down.
Yep.
That's what everybody does.
I'm gonna.
Like, you know, when someone tells you, oh, it must be nice, it's the biggest backhanded fucking compliment in the world.
What do you mean it's nice? I've worked my ass off.
Exactly. Like,
What?
there was something that had to be done to get here. It wasn't just fucking, didn't just shit it out and this is what happened.
I love that comment. Yeah. People are like, man, look how nice this place is. Like, look at all this that you've done. I'm like, started in a garage, dog. Like, what are you? This
Yeah, well,
didn't-
and that's what she was saying. She's like, well, they don't mean anything by it mean. I go, no, they absolutely do. There is no other connotation of what it must be nice means.
must be nice. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how nicely you say it.
It must
like,
be nice that I've worked my ass off.
Rooted in
It's just-
jealousy, and you think that there was something given to you in the process.
Correct. It's like nothing that I have has ever just been handed to me ever. Like, it just doesn't work that way. It just does not.
Like, this is what I've realized with wealthy people. Not only do they have like financial benefits usually, but they get a different mindset over what poor people have. Makes them way more successful because of it.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, just
Good.
this whole habits kick because these fucking people don't get it. Like, if
I
you don't have
mean-
the habits, nothing's gonna happen.
I'm excited to see what habits I can help transform these kids at Wheaton. So we'll see if they're bought in or not. But yeah, I was talking to that guy because he teaches a weights class too.
Well,
or
you're a
weights
perfect
class.
example. You didn't want to create the habits for the longest time. Now look what happened.
Yeah, cool things are happening.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
Yeah. Look at this new space that we're in.
You'd be like, I just can't. I don't have the. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up and just do it. I'm telling you.
That's what I did today. I was just like, God, these squats. No.
Yeah, but how often does that mindset now show through in every other thing you do? And you're like, well, I'll just get it done.
I'll just do it. Yeah. Whatever. Just pick the bar up 5 times. Just bench the bar 5 times. Whatever. I don't care. I just got to do it.
Right.
It's just part of it now.
That's what
Which-
I don't think people like. I'm not really a strength coach.
Well-
I'm just using strength coaching to teach you how to be a better fucking human.
I think people lose when they get out of bed in the morning too. Like today, I woke up and I'm like, oh boy. Like, here we go. Gotta mentally get to the gym so that I can just go. Because if I don't, nothing's gonna happen. So, but then yeah, you get moving and you start doing your warm up and you actually get your body to start feeling ready. And then it's like, okay, this isn't that bad. You just have to do it.
I'm saying, dude, it's way harder to have a good day when you don't work out first thing.
I don't know how people do it. I just don't at this point in
I've
my
been doing
life.
it. I just tell myself that sleep's more important.
Yeah, but then if I like for me, you know, I mean, I have clients that come in super early anyway, but it's like if I didn't do that, I'm not going to do it. Like, it's not going to get done when I get home ever. There's no world where that ever exists. So
Oh
then
man,
it's
I
like-
gotta force myself. It's like a fight.
I wouldn't though. That's the problem. So I just force myself to do it in the morning because I know it's like, okay, I'm here. I need to do it now. I'm not going to come back here.
to the morning grind.
It's
I just
rough.
don't have anything to prep for, so I'm like, whatever.
I'll keep training, but I ain't doing it at 4 a.m.
Scroll in my
anymore.
sleep.
Yeah. I'm going to see
Who
if I
knows?
can get some toughness out of these kids at Wheaton. So we'll see.
Team suffering. That's how you do it.
All I've been told is that the weights
Make them have
classes
team finishers that are just the most god awful things in the world.
will bond through pain. I love it.
Yes, it worked for me last night.
Well, everything that I keep hearing is that weights classes have been dick off classes, and I'm like, that's just not going to be how it is. So
Yeah, that ain't happening.
that is
Well,
not
that's how
happening.
these team lifts were for these kids. Like most of the entirety of this club.
Right.
Last night they're like, well, "What if we did team challenges to win prizes instead of just dressing up in a theme?" I go, "Yeah, now you're getting it."
Now you're understanding.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
I feel like the puppet master. Like I'm over here just pulling all the strings from afar.
Yeah, I've already been writing out practice plans, and I always like to do competitions at the end of them to make kids compete. And there's always some kind of physical penalty on the line, obviously. But
What the fuck has happened in this world where competitions become a bad thing? I don't get it.
did you see our AD actually retweeted a really cool video of some lady that was speaking to coaches about how like coaching or playing in sports has become like it's just I want to hang out with my friends. This is what we do to socialize now. We hang out, we do this, we do that, we go here, we do this. She's like, no, I play sports to dominate you. I play sports to be competitive. I play sports to show you that I'm the best. I play sports to let everyone know that they're way inferior compared to me. I'm like, yes, that's it right there. Like, where
You
has
seen the
that
new Nike
gone?
ad?
No, I guess I haven't.
William Defoe narrating it? You haven't? Or they went
Maybe I
they
have.
swung completely the opposite direction.
Of that,
It's the best ad I've no, it is all of that. It is like the
William-
best Nike ad I've ever seen.
Nike ad. Let me look it up.
It's great.
It's winning isn't for everyone.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay,
Watch it right now.
I'm gonna turn the volume
It'll
up.
get you so amped up.
Let's go.
Am I a bad person?
Love William Defoe.
Yeah, he's great, right?
Tell me.
She licks the paddle.
I'm single-minded. I'm deceptive.
Can you hear it on your end?
I'm obsessive. I'm selfish. Does that make me a bad person? Am I a
Sorry for
bad
the awkward
person?
silence, everyone. Nathan's doing research.
They'll hear it.
Oh, they will?
No empathy. I don't
I just can't.
respect you.
I don't respect you.
I'm never satisfied.
Oh, it's amazing.
I have an obsession with power.
Wow, Nike finally got back on the
Oh,
right
yeah,
side
they-
of things.
They swung back the other way hard.
Good for them.
I have zero remorse. I have no sense of compassion. I'm delusional.
I'm delusional. I'm
I'm
maniacal.
a bad
Yeah.
person. Tell me. Am I? I think I'm better than everyone else.
Think I'm better than everyone
Take
else?
What's yours and never give it back.
This is great.
What's mine is mine, and what's
Isn't it?
yours is mine.
That's what you need to play the first day in your classes. Like, all right, guys, we got a little video to watch.
Done. I'm doing that actually. That's brilliant. Yeah. I'm gonna play it over the loudspeaker, so hopefully the whole freaking School can hear it.
Like, is that not one of the best Nike ads ever?
That's amazing. Yeah. Well done, Nike. I might actually
I don't-
believe in you again a little bit.
I almost made me want to buy Nike stuff.
I know, right? But I'm still like, nah, you suck. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it, but
I was so
great
glad
piece of ad.
when I got to the school, like we're an Under Armour school. So I'm like, yes. All right.
America.
America. We like America. And I get like swag stuff. Like we get coaches like a
Here's my humble brag. My marketing buddy's the guy that used to do Under Armour stuff.
Oh really?
So that's why when he told me to rebrand, I was like, fine.
They're based in Colorado, aren't they?
No, Maryland.
Oh really? Under Armour is? Huh. What am I thinking of then?
I have no idea. Rep.
Mm.
WeatherTech.
The best company in the world.
They're not even made in America though. That's the worst part.
Yeah, it does suck.
That Nike ad was at the beginning of the Deadpool and Wolverine movie too.
That thing is good, yeah.
Right.
I just asked my AD, I was like, hey, we just bought all these new uniforms for Under Armour for our kids. Do we get any coaches kickbacks? Come on now, I need some swag. I want to wear some Under Armour swag. My God, we spent probably 10,000 in uniforms. Surely to God, they'll give us something.
Yeah, I love that Nike ad. That shit's great.
Yeah,
I mean, more
still
ads
hate
like that.
Still hate all their other crap. They probably realized Trump's going to win the election, so that's why they came out with it.
Dude, they'll steal it somehow. Don't worry.
I'm anxious to see if they do.
They'll try.
They already stole the nomination for the Democratic Party, so, you know.
Yeah, that was the least democratic thing they've ever done, and for a side of the political party that cries democracy all the time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you didn't even get to pick the person that was your nominee? That's crazy.
Did you see DeBrock's story about these cotton candy burritos?
I didn't listen to it, but I saw the thing. I'm sure he was going on a tirade about it.
But hey, it's at a baseball game.
His
So like,
posts lately have been so amazing.
oh, he's
The
been
Pussies
just.
one was hilarious. I was like, this is great.
I
And
love
then the
his
one on
content.
not getting enough sleep, I was like, so you're telling me not sleeping enough is the key to bulking? Is that what you're telling me?
He gives no craps whatsoever.
No, he's amazing.
Yeah, he's really funny.
Which, if you guys haven't listened to that podcast, we have Daniel DeBrock on one of our podcasts. We were lucky. Oh man, I'm supposed to do a Zoom session with Daniel Trio. Is that how you say his name?
Daniel Trio.
Tinjaro, not Tinjaro. The dude in Florida that works out at Perfect Storm.
Oh
Like one
yeah.
of the best grip lifters in the world. I was like, I think I can help you with your shoulder, dude. He's like, all right. I just need to get in contact with him again.
Yeah, there
He
you
was
go.
Out of town last week. If we get him on the podcast, that'd be cool.
That would be
This
dope.
guy's a fucking freak.
Yeah. They're all freaks at that level, though, I feel like.
He's so fucking strong.
Yeah.
Like one of his squats, he had blue bands, he had chains, he had weight really. He like did everything on the. I think it was the bow bar even to a box. I'm just like, what the fuck is happening right now?
All the resistance.
When you squat
Yeah.
over 1,000 pounds, I guess. Yeah. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I mean, when you got to find that stimulus, baby.
Makes me feel like a bitch.
Oh, I do every day. I get under a bar. I'm just like,
I
yeah.
can't wait to see how much stronger I am at powerlifting from these stupid strongman events.
Should
And
be
how
interesting.
anybody enjoys strongman, I don't fucking get it. I've never not looked forward to workout so much in my life. I'm like,
I've never-
fuck these
yeah.
things.
I've never watched it and been like, that looks enjoyable. That's a fun sport.
No, it sucks.
It's just
Most
brutal.
gratifying one is doing log because I've not pressed that much weight over my head consistently. So that's like,
Yeah, like
like a small win.
what's the best event based on like easy?
What?
I don't know what the easiest strongman event would be.
What the fuck? What are you talking about?
Like, what's the one that you least dread? I guess is a better way to say that.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't either. I can't.
Like,
I
my
can't.
arm's just healed from stones, and I got stones tomorrow. I'm like, I'm looking. I'm like, oh, the marks are gone. I'm like, oh, I guess we'll be back tomorrow. Like that stone of steel just wrecks your arms.
Perfect timing. Well done.
Mm-hmm. To add more weight and do reps, it's gonna be fun. Like, I don't know. I guess deadlift, and that's like one of my hardest days.
Yeah, those big wheels look fun.
Yeah. I did 415 for 3 sets of 5 the other day. That was pretty awful.
It's not the
On
move.
the axle bar.
Yeah, no.
Getting no forgiveness with that thing.
I'm gonna do axle bar bench press wave with my little turds. See if that.
I hear that's rough.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. I'm tired of them complaining about their forearms and their grip hurting all the time. I'm like, okay.
Oh,
well,
so let's give them a bigger bar that doesn't
Yeah.
move.
yeah, I'll fix it.
You have an axle bar?
I have a smaller one. Yeah,
What does that mean?
it's like what are they called? A stubby bar? Is that what they're called? Yeah,
I have no idea.
they're just a shorter. They're not like the normal length, but they're shorter. So I'm just
You
gonna
got
give
the
it.
fancy rotating one.
Yeah, I wish I did. I'm gonna give them accessory work with it. Just be like, bye, have fun.
But yeah, like that deadlift day, like pulls my soul out. Like I can't believe I found such a heinous combination of movements to do in one workout.
Yeah, you just gotta literally just do it because there's no. It's
So bad.
just yeah. They're like I watch those clips and I'm like, God bless. I hate doing rack pulls after freaking deadlifts. I can't imagine with what you're going through right now.
I'm doing them with bands, and those bands add 70 pounds to the top or something like that. It was something stupid.
Ugh.
Either 30 a side or 35 a side.
Which bands were they?
Purples.
Yeah, so it's probably about right.
It was terrible. That's so 415 for 3x5, and then is it 385 with bands on rack pulls?
Just gotta lock that baby out.
I mean, it feels easy compared to that axle.
Oh,
Even
I
with
bet.
those figure eights, dude, my forearms get toasted.
Yeah, I need to get a pair
Like,
of those.
Why
I
I
like
ever
those.
thought those would like really helped, I don't know, because like it's fucking awful.
Yeah, it's still terrible with that variation. I'm sure. I need.
Yeah,
better-
you're still holding on to it.
Yeah, I need some better straps. Mine are just okay.
It's fun. Just get the Spud figure eights. They're nice. They're
Yeah,
thin too.
that's the ones I was looking at. I just had
They're
the
worth
old crappy Rogue ones that you flip through and roll on. That's what I use.
Yeah, I like the figure eights better than that.
I
Because like
use
you
it
just
on-
loop it around and then you roll the bar and it tightens.
Someone was giving me shit for that the other day on my deadlift. I'm like, dog, like I'm doing sets of 6 and 5. Trust me, I need these freaking straps here. Like,
Well, with a regular bar you probably don't. But
oh God, yes I do. I hate God.
dude, switching to the power bar after the axle, it like just digs into my hands.
I bet.
I'm like, oh, this sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm like, oh, I'm done. And then I'm like, oh, low box squats with the cambered bar. This is cool.
If there is a weakness, you will find it with those 3 movements.
Dude, that APRE stuff is pretty. It's crazy how much progress. I mean, so I did incline press with that, right? So last time I did, what was it? I did 135 on my last one. So that was my jump from 130. I did like 4 reps. This time I did the 135 for 8, so I could add 5 pounds, and I did 140 for 8
Nice.
immediately after. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that stuff works well. But it's just
I'm
so
like-
it's just so self-regulating. It's so easy.
Well, I just try to get the 5 pounds, right? So I always hit 8 on the first AMRAP, but to match it with the second one,
That's tough.
I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, that's tough.
The
That's-
15 days in between, I think it's just fucking not even fair.
We have found the correct microcycle. That actually makes me feel better because I was thinking about running a longer microcycles with these kids since I only have 40 minutes with them. So just space out their days more.
I mean, I've had good luck with the 12, but it seems like 15 is like, this is crazy. It takes longer. Like a mesocycle, 75 days. Thank God I'm halfway through this fucking strongman one. Jesus Christ.
So are you going strongman and then 3 days off or 2 days off?
2 days off.
And then so you're just doing 5 big days in a rotation?
hmm
Okay.
So when I do strongman training, it's every workout is based on an event.
Right.
And like the way I make myself do it is I take 2 auxiliary lifts. And then my accessories are a separate workout.
Gotcha. But you've been putting them all together. So it's not really a separate workout currently.
Well, yeah. Time constraints have
Yeah,
made it
so-
so because I've not been waking up early to do the first workout.
Oh, goodness. But
Dude,
hey,
when I was telling during my prep and I went to that last N1, I was telling Adam Miller about my bench day. He got so pissed at me. He's
Really?
like, what? So how are you not going to get it? And I told him, I was like, it's a 12-day microcycle. And he started like doing the math and he said, he's like, oh, okay, that works out. That's fine. But he was so mad at first.
Just
Like,
he thought it was way too
legitimately
much.
pissed off at me. I was like, bro, no, I'm not doing I don't do this every week.
That would be miserable.
But for powerlifting, if I switch to a 5-day one, that means I can throw in a carry day, which is just even more back and hips.
Instead of like what, a row day?
No, I have a road day too.
Wait, how are you gonna?
So think about your 4 days, and if I added a 5th one in,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I thought you meant
you
just
would have a carry day, right? Like you could have a main movement be a carry, whether it's a sandbag carry, a yoke carry, frame carry,
right.
or just how about put in whatever strongman event you want.
Yeah, insert strongman activity here. Yeah. So you're just extending it to one more lift, so it just extends it from
Yeah, because then you get
12 to
another
15.
set of accessories you can do. So you can get even more specific, like glute med, things like that. And you're getting more posterior chain work.
Yeah. Then just the, yeah, that makes sense. Got to blow your upper back up for sure.
Bro, my whole posterior chain just gets, my knees and my posterior chain have just been getting fucked every time, it feels like.
Jack Foster would like to know what you eat in a day.
What I eat in a day?
Mhm.
I eat about 2/3 a loaf of bread. And then I have, what is it? 400 grams of chicken, 450 grams of rice. And then, if I'm lucky, I'll throw in some Rice Krispies or Nerds or Gushers or, those things.
He's on the bulking plan, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, like yesterday I had what I just mentioned plus 6 Rice Krispie treats that are 1.3 ounces each. Which is 171 grams of carbs and 22 grams of fat. I've been averaging, because I'll fucking cheat and eat like fucking Taco Bell. I've been averaging like 3,700 calories. Just crushing it.
Oh my God.
Well, those days I have 2 workouts. It's like, fuck, I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. Yeah, I get that. Totally.
But yeah, Jack, this morning I had 6 ounces of egg whites, 4 large eggs, 300 grams of bread, which was 8 slices.
What type of bread do you eat?
Normally sourdough.
Mm-hmm.
Izio sourdough, to be specific.
Bread's
There's
not-
an Izio bakery in Denver, and I need to go check that shit out.
Bread's not the enemy, if that's where you're going with this, Jack.
Sourdough is not. Regular bread, if I'm in a pinch and it happens to be in the house, I'll have it. But
Because whilst I've been researching what to and what not to eat, bread is controversial. Yeah.
sourdough's the way to go.
It's delicious also.
Even Stan will tell you sourdough's okay. Not his preferred carbohydrate, but he says it's okay.
Just eat the rice.
Did you get through the food mod thing yet? FODMAP?
Yeah.
FODMAPs?
FODMAPs. Yeah.
The fuck is the FODMAP? Educate me on this.
Yeah. It's just choosing the right things, or what you can, like what you just said, replacing things. That's all it is.
The FODMAPs is like a scale on like what's more nutrient
What's more dense,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Hi, is this available to buy? Yes. Yes, it is.
Depends. Do you have the money?
Do you have some? He'll go, will you take $300? No.
Definitely not.
No, sir, I will not. Uh-oh. Hold on. I have to...
Yeah, so like if I just have my breakfast and chicken and rice meals, it still leaves me almost 200 grams of carbs I have to make up somehow.
Yeah, buddy. I've also seen people
That's-
say carbohydrates are redundant, but what makes carbs so essential? Oh boy.
Redundant? What do you mean by redundant? They're your
Main source of
primary source
energy.
of fuel. So if you're bulking and you want to eat more protein, 30% of the calories from that protein go into digesting that protein. On top of that, you synthesize something like, this is something crazy, 19 grams of protein a day for building tissue. So if you divide that by 24 hours, it's fucking a gram an hour if you're lucky. Getting enough consistent protein is more important than an abundance of protein.
Correct.
To quote Justin Harris, he talks about if you had a 50-gram protein isolate shake and it digests in an hour and a half, and you're only going to get 19 grams to build tissue out of the day, That means you get 1.5 grams from that shake to build tissue. So if it's gone in 90 minutes and you don't have more protein coming in, like you just
Uh-oh.
used most of that shake for other processes, like gluconeogenesis, for example. And to ensure you don't use protein for things like gluconeogenesis too much, you have to have carbohydrates to turn into glycogen. If you're trying to lose fat, the NEAT thing, which would be, what the fuck is NEAT stand for again, Nate? It's the net thermodynamic effect, whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
The thermodynamic effect of protein taking 30% of the calories out by digesting it is great for fat loss, because then you can have extra protein and be satiated, and you're burning more calories. And you lower carbohydrates that way. But between maintenance and bulking, fucking carbs are king.
You either cut or you increase.
Like, I'm eating more carbs than I ever have, and I'm leaner at 220 than I've ever been.
Shocker. Who would have thought?
I didn't. I tried that 300 grams of protein for a long time. It fucking didn't do shit.
Yeah. What's the best source of carbohydrates in your opinion? Rice.
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 If anyone tells you rice makes you fat, just be like, why is Asia not having an obesity epidemic like we do?
Seems to be conducive to their style of life.
For hundreds or thousands of years at this point,
Just plain white rice. Yep.
jasmine rice,
Yeah,
what I prefer.
It's good.
It grows white. It's not, taking brown rice and taking nutrients.
Taking
from
all
it.
the nutrients out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, if you only have long grain white rice, it's probably fine too. But just not the fucking sticky. Well, you could have sticky rice if you need to get carbs like I do.
Yeah, there you go. That'd be a lot easier.
Yeah, it's just got a higher
It's more dense.
glucose type thing. It's not going to take as long to digest. But yeah, my fat ass will have Snickers. I'll have some Nerds because they're just pure glucose, which is great. So are
The nerds
Lifesavers.
definitely are for sure.
Those Nerds gummy clusters, man.
Oh, they're so good. God,
I have them at the
dang.
gym too, so it's just like, well, I guess I'll have one of these today.
That's a problem. Get those out of your gym.
I'm bulking. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Like, as long as I don't go over on fats, I can crush all the shitty carbs I want.
Yeah. It's fair.
And when did I start this fucking shenanigans? I need to run a report. So from July 10th till now, I'm averaging 3,700 calories, 200 grams of protein, 447 grams. Oh, my fat's over.
Get your life together.
Dude, it's those fucking Taco Bell runs.
Get your Taco Bell out of your life. God, that sounds so good right now. Now I'm gonna go get Taco Bell.
It's not even good. It's so fucking terrible.
No, it's so good. Stop talking.
I tell you, I spent $30 one night.
Easy.
Yeah, and it's shit. It was for
It's-
6 tacos and 2 cheesy gordita crunches.
Is sugar redundant? Is it not needed at all? I mean,
What type of sugar?
yeah.
I mean, and like, if you're going to be hitting 450 plus grams of carbs, you're probably going to need some shitty carbs in there. Or maybe
Yup.
rice noodles.
Rice noodles.
Regular rice
That's a big
noodles.
win.
But no, sugar turns into glycogen easier than anything else.
Yeah, buddy. Oh my. Luis Sex is back. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
You remember Luis XO? Luis XO?
Oh,
She's back.
maybe it's a real person then.
It apparently is a real person.
Is this the person that we were giving equipment advice to?
I think so. No, wait, no, this is not the person we're giving equipment. No, that was like Brittany or something.
Identify yourself.
She says daddies.
Oh, Jesus.
This is the 47-year-old lady, I think. Was she
Hmm.
47? Or thought you were 47? That's what it was.
I think thought I was 47
Yeah,
somehow.
yeah.
Like, wow.
They always show up. She always shows up right at the end of the podcast. What the heck?
I know. We got like 10 minutes left before I got to go.
So bread, chicken, and rice, and you're set. Not bread, but
Sourdough.
sourdough. Yes, you were giving me advice on how to. Oh, we were. Okay. Wait,
Giving
I'm
advice on
confused.
what?
I didn't get 47. I said 35. Maybe this. I'm so confused. These sex bots, they're getting more. They're getting more intelligent. You can't decipher which ones are which now. I'm always confused.
I feel like if anybody's real and listens to the Twitch, they should follow us on Instagram so we can actually
Confirm their validity. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want real information, we provide way more on there. Well, Nathan doesn't. Nathan just brags about his new gym all the time.
That's not true. Stop it.
Man,
You shut
I
your
would if
face.
I'd do the same thing if I were you. Or I'm gonna do the exact opposite, and it's like Fight Club, and nobody's gonna know
No one
anything
knows it
about it.
exists. How often do you train weekly? Every day?
I mean, I do something every day.
Yeah.
I train intensely 2 or 3 times a week.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's mobility and cardio, which I've been slacking on.
Sorry, Luis. If you're not a sex bot, blink twice. Every day is wild. Yeah, we do something every day, fitness wise. We don't train balls to the wall.
Why is it
7 days a
wild? We
week.
used to just fucking walk around for 18 hours a day once upon a time.
Mhm.
Like
We
my
just-
8,000 steps a day isn't that crazy?
We're the
See if it's
old-
even 8,000.
God, mine's not even close to that. I would imagine.
Probably more.
Mine? Hell no.
Yeah, you helping those fucking kids all the time?
I doubt it. Okay, I don't count walking as working out. Oh God.
Well, it's not working out, but it's movement.
At least you're moving. Most people are sedentary, meaning they don't get any steps per day. Or barely 1,000.
Yeah, the last month I'm averaging 7481. 7,000 over the last 6 months.
You
But I
do
haven't had my watch for
15
6 months.
I forgot Nathan was a teacher. Yeah, well, that's not what he was talking about, but yes. What are you teaching? I'm teaching gym class, so weights and physical education. And then I'm coaching baseball on the side. Cat scratch fever. Oh man. How important is cardio as opposed to resistance training? What should the split be? Split be
Well, if you want to
weekly.
live a long time, cardio is really important. If you want to
This-
recover better, cardio is also really important.
What should the split weekly be?
For cardio,
Yeah.
I don't know. I do 30 minutes a day if I can.
there's not-
15 to 30 minutes a day.
I thought gym teachers had to be in their 40s and look kind of perverted. Well, I don't know if that was a backhand compliment or not, but whatever. Cardio 5 times, lift 3 times a week? That wouldn't make sense. That would be 8 days.
What? I lift 2 to 3 days a week.
No,
the other
Louis-
4 to 5
No,
days.
no. Louise said she does cardio 5 times a week and then lift 3 times a week. That doesn't make sense.
Why? You could just card double up on one day.
Yeah, apparently that's what she's doing. Apparently. Imagine. Because there's not 8 days in the week.
What are these weeks you speak of?
You can combine cardio and lift in the same day, sweetie. Yeah, I know, honey. I understand that. How intense is your cardio? Not.
Zone 2 before you're using catchy.
You won't catch me running nobody's long distances or sprints. Just get a sled and start pulling it.
Or do carries.
You can do a lot of things. These men don't
Ride
do
the
cardio.
aquabike.
Yes,
Right.
we do. We do cardio a lot. You jackwagon.
Fuck out of here.
Get out of here, Luis. With your
That
insult.
was one of the better Daniel posts too. He's talking about cardio makes you better in the sack. I was like, yeah, that checks
Yeah.
out.
The one with the thick beard does not. Well, he definitely does. He does
What are
more.
you talking
He
about?
probably does more cardio than he does the other stuff. It's close.
No.
When you were doing it consistently, you had to have.
If I do 30 minutes a day, it still only ends up being, what is that, 120 to 150 minutes a week.
Well, I thought you were counting those conditioning workouts, but
Even those were only 30 minutes.
oh, okay. Still though, he does a lot.
Yeah.
I know my daddy better than you do. Oh no, here we go again. The sex bot is here.
Jesus Christ. She doesn't know shit.
She knows you, buddy. She knows you.
Fucking retarded. Doesn't know anything.
Oh god, you're not even a real person because you won't follow him on Instagram. So
Yeah. So fuck off. and silence now, huh? That's all it took. Should I call someone fucking retarded?
She
Is
said
that-
Lamau. Yeah.
5-minute warning.
Lamau. You got 5 minutes? All right, well, we'll just cut it short here. Let's go.
Oh, we'll take the 5 minutes. It's fine.
2 hours and 10 minutes into this thing. Wow. Holy
Yeah,
cow.
2:15. It flies when you're having fun.
Then when the sex bots show up at the end, they get us to the finish line. So
No pun intended.
oh man.
They were good. It would take less than 5 minutes, but they're not. So.
Oh, I gotta pee like a Russian racehorse. Holy mama.
On race day in the Kentucky Derby, standing in front of a glue truck.
Damn water. God, I got back from moving all that equipment and I had to buy some rubber mats and move those too. Freaking 95 degrees outside. Ugh. Actually, it's pretty cool today. It's only 83. I might go play some golf this evening.
And I'm thinking about going to hit some balls.
Might as well. Louise, did we make you mad?
Hopefully.
We made Louise mad.
Perfect.
She has went silent. The bot has left the chat.
That's the best way.
I think she actually did leave the chat.
Perfect.
Bye, Felicia.
Question my work ethic, see what happens. Go fuck yourself.
Question my work ethic. Jail. Straight to jail.
You can suck a dick.
You never watched Parks and Rec, did you?
I've seen some episodes.
You? Straight to jail.
Fat Chris Pratt.
Yeah, he was big in that. Oh,
Or he
man.
became a superhero and started juicing.
So, what did Bill send me the other day? Oh, the Hugh Jackman interview. Is that his name? The guy that plays Wolverine?
Yeah, does he lie about not doing drugs?
I don't know. He was talking about the food that he eats and like what he, yeah. And I was like,
Yeah, it's just all in the food.
and steroids, ...
I mean, that's only a 7 to 10% gain. But so this is where it gets fucked up, right? Is like it's 7 to 10% in performance. Aesthetics, it's fucking way more.
It's phenomenal. Yeah.
The aesthetic thing you get from the drugs is not even like you just can't even look that way without them. It
Right.
just doesn't even happen.
You can just tell. Yeah.
Like when I show someone a natural bodybuilder, they're like, "What?" I go, "Yeah, that's that's as good as it gets."
Welcome to it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And even most of the time, they're still victim weight.
Right.
Who wants to be victim weight? It's not good.
Never.
What are you weighing these days? Do I weigh more than you now?
I was 220 today. Didn't Hugh Jackman apparently water fast for ages to bolster his physique for Wolverine? Wolverine? Possibly.
Yeah, fucking water and testosterone and Diana Ball. And
Listen,
Probably
if you're playing a superhero role in Hollywood, there's a real good chance you're on the juice.
like millions of reasons
Yes.
in the form of dollars.
Like when they started doing that, like do the Thor workout so you can transform your body like him. I'm like, yeah, stick a needle in your arm, then you can do it.
Well, I mean, Christian Bale is a perfect example. You don't go from the Machinist to Batman in 1 year, less than a year, completely natural.
And like, I don't know, the guy said on Elite FGS.
And I'm not hating on it. It's
Yeah.
fine. Like, do what you got to do.
That's what he's like. These people aren't
Lying
ever
to these
gonna.
motherfuckers.
They're never gonna admit it to you in front of a camera either. So
Yeah, no. Like, yeah, cool. You got paid millions of dollars and you decided to take some things to help you get there. I respect it.
yep.
Like, it doesn't negate the fact you still have to eat well and train hard. Just, makes you look like a fucking superhero.
Yep.
Which, if you look at all the superheroes from the 80s, Arnold, Rambo, all those people, we're clearly doing it. But, what do I know?
But, yeah, you don't know anything. Do you take supplements, by the way? Some.
Yeah, the good ones.
The good ones. All right, I have to get off here because I have to go work and I also have to pee like a mother. So
2 thumbs up.
great stuff. Good content. We'll be back hopefully.
Funny that we do this for 2 hours and I don't even remember what we talk about.
No.
Like my clientele probably asks me, "What's a podcast about?" I'm like, I don't fucking know.
The good stuff, the irrelevant stuff.
Therapy session, basically.
It was good. We had some good conversations about actual training today and food.
I talked about the Olympics.
Anyway, everyone have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in if you made it this far.
Tune in next week for the last Wednesday episode ever.
Shut up. Okay, goodbye, everyone.